squad, Joe. Listen to this pod show. Worldwide, bro, you know how the vibe go. Facts and law, we give it to you real and raw. Facts and law, yeah, we give it to you real and raw. Real and raw, real and raw, real and raw.
Hey, thank y'all for joining the Facts and Law Pod Show.
Only one, the number one in the city. Y'all know what time it is. What's up, Joe?
Number one.
You did.
I like that. I like we adding that to
everything.
You know, the intro.
I mean, because the people know. The people added it. So we just going to say it every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
I like
Keep
that,
reminding them. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
What's
look,
up, Joe?
check it out, man. We building this thing brick by brick.
That organic shit.
Look, check it out. If y'all new to this, shame on you. But y'all need to subscribe. Y'all need to comment. Y'all need to like. Y'all need to share. You know, we don't care about what kind of comments y'all gonna leave. Y'all can talk crazy. Y'all can congratulate. Just participate. That's all we want you to do. You feel me?
I do care what you say. So I will be responding back. You dig what I'm saying? But make sure y'all say that shit. Either way.
Look, I wanna shout out Sesh.
Our peoples.
The
Sesh bus.
Best bus I ever been on. Most amazing bus I've ever been on. Coach, what is it? A coach bus, right?
Yeah, converted bus. Sesh City Unlimited on IG. Y'all go check them out. Sesh City Unlimited.
Y'all ever heard of that?
Nope.
Okay, so this is a coach bus, a VIP coach bus that lets you come on and you get to smoke weed. They also, what else do they give you?
So they do different events. So let's say, for instance, because there's like Saturday we just went to an event. I covered it a little bit where it was a shoe store. Shout out Flea Club down on Taylor. They had a decent event there. You know what I'm saying? Had sponsored by 93 Boys. That's a weed strain. You know what I'm saying? And in the Sesh bus, you go sit down, get you some snacks, politic, fellowship. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy you a good smoke. You dig what I'm saying? With no drama, no issues. It's completely safe and it's a good time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a smoke lounge on wheels. Check out Sesh City.
You ever heard anything like that?
I'm finna know about
Yeah, check us out. You know,
a lot of
they got snacks. You said they got snacks,
yeah, they got
right?
snacks, drinks, all not alcoholic drinks, but you can bring your own drink on there. You know what I'm saying? And chill out. I'm telling you, those are people. So shout out Mackenzie and the team over there. You know what I'm saying, Joe? Y'all also check out the episode we did with them a few weeks back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check that out.
Pulled up.
Yeah, you know, it's always a good time when we're with the peeps.
I like them fours, bro.
Appreciate it, you know
that leather look different.
Yeah, man, it's a little, you know, it's the fours. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about the fours. You dig what I'm saying? That's the number of completion over here, baby.
Solid.
Big four. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. But yeah, so I see you brought out the Concords the right way.
They tight. I might take my shoes off.
Please don't.
My feet don't stink.
Loosen up them shoestrings.
You said they tight, boy.
So what we got going, man?
Hey, you tell me.
All right, so check it, man. We got some new Facts and Law family members to come sit down on the couch with us. Directly to my left, we're going to start with you, Miss Meika. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, and you know what I'm saying? We'll go from there.
Well, I would have to say I'm a cool person. I'm real authentic. I will say I'm judged a lot, and I'm okay with that. And I'm just a beautiful person. I like beautiful spirits, beautiful energy.
Good energy. I like that. All right, now to the left of Miss Meika.
Like we supposed to snap.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Like, okay.
So to the left of Miss Meika, we got the homie T. What's happening?
What's going on?
Tell the people a little bit about you.
I had to be the homie. Why I couldn't be the beautiful, the wonderful?
Well, first off,
beautiful.
The homie. I said the homie because my homie. This how.
Don't call me beautiful. I appreciate your homie.
Well, it's because look, I've never met them, right? We did
this.
We ran into each other a few times, and you done made sure we gonna bring you on the show. Yeah, so yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So tell the people a little bit about you, T.
Hey,
homie.
What's going on, homie? What's going on, y'all? My name is T. I'm into acting. I got a couple movies out on YouTube. I got a couple series out. I'm in Surviving Chicago. That's out on Tubi.
That's he Facts and Law family too. Grego, he was on here. We just dropped the clip that he was in.
Oh,
he ain't say nothing in the clip. He was out here quiet, but yeah, like Grego was on here.
Yeah. I just be out here, you know, doing my thing. I'm A&R for While I Can right now at the studios. I got a 9 to 5. I'm into a lot of stuff, so you know you can reach me. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get into it later, but.
All right. And now to the left of T, we have Miss Queen
AF.
Queen AF. Now I ain't know which way you want.
Nah, I feel you. I thank you. I
What's
appreciate
up, Queen?
you. Listen, I'm out here.
Yeah.
I know why I'm on here, which is not really reason why I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? But I can appreciate me sharing something personal about myself that allows some curiosity so I can educate some folk, you know what I'm saying, about what's going on. But I ain't gonna get into that right now.
Yeah.
What I'm about is actually reparations and creating a platform for reparations. And I know that's a whole topic I feel like we could talk about for real, but I'm not gonna go there because that's not what this is about.
Look, man, we talk about whatever we want.
Because I'm like,
I like that topic.
We got plenty of time to do
Listen.
and talk about whatever we want.
Okay, all right, look
Yep.
back. So, you know, I'm the co-chair of the Cobra Chicago chapter, which is Cobra, National Coalition of Blacks for Reparations in America. Has been around since like 1987, right? Late 80s, and it's been done by like our elders, right?
Okay.
Our elders started that, and it's like we need to, as the younger generation, get more involved in this space, in this effort, if we actually wanted to go somewhere and stop playing with ourselves about it. Because right now we playing in our assholes. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, with this reparations conversation, we're not looking at the long term where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, generationally, not just for one generation to come up. This is about multiple generation over generation.
So let me ask you about that. Now, as far as with reparations, what is something that you think would be expected? What is, like, how would you want that form of reparations to present itself if that's something that we were able to get up out of these people?
Well, one, I think we have to realize that there are harms and crimes that have committed on every level, right? So federal, state, county, city, right? So we have to look at it from a plan of action, right? Because I ain't going to say attack. People get feeling some kind of way, but you know, this is what, right? So the plan of action is to look at it from every level of government. You know, so it's like, who's going to work on the federal stuff? Who's going to work on the state stuff? Who's going to work on the county? Who's going to work on the city? And make sure you keep these harms curtailed to what they actually did, right? So once that happens, there's conversations about land, conversations about education, conversations about, it's affected our very way of life. So it has to be multifaceted. So if I'm going to say one thing, right, it's putting so much funding into our HBCUs. Like really flooding HBCUs with funding.
So with that being said, all right, so say we put the fund in there. What does that change? What if it's somebody that's like, I'm not going to college? How do those reparations benefit them? You know what I'm saying? Because for me personally, I think if that's something that we are pushing for, I personally think it needs to look like tax-free and land. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about your schooling. You know what I'm saying? Or to build what? So that I can get a degree and now you can give me this job.
So pause,
you know
pause. Now, and I hear what you're saying. However, notice that I said HBCUs. So meaning that it's supposed to be ran by us. So we get to determine what type of education we're getting so we can create the economic engine for the jobs or whatever it is that we're going to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to really start thinking from what is happening with the things that we own.
Right.
The things that we have. But I agree with you. As far as taxes, as far as land, you asked me for one thing.
Right. Those are the things
that
sit at the top of my list because, like, college not for everybody.
Right.
Right now, my daughter, she got about a month and a half left at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of it. I'm ready for it to be done. You dig what I'm saying? So just, if they want to flood money that way, that's cool. You can start by giving me a lot of that tuition back. You know what I'm saying? But besides the fact, she still has to come out and get a job where. I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying?
She's still gonna be under their control.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we still working to get better. Fuck all that.
I hear that.
Give us our land. You know what I'm saying? Give us our land. Give us our, look, you gave Native Americans reservations. Where our shit at? You dig what I'm saying? We built this land. So those are some of the things I would say with that, it will now be upon us to start studying reservations, right? We have to start studying what are the issues, what are the problems, what are the great things about being on a reservation,
You know what I'm saying? Because if we're not doing the active work to actually put us where we want to go, you know what I'm saying? It's all going to fall on deaf ears, because do we have a third great migration out of us? Do we have it in us to make that happen? Because right now, when it comes to land for me, and the reason why I don't say land first is because I think strictly about Chicago. And I think strictly about 79th Street. You know what I'm saying? And how to buy up 79th Street, because this is where I'm already at.
So then they need to go back in the same way that they were offering these people, and when I say people, I mean these white folks, they were giving them land for a penny. And we weren't even allowed to buy it. We need to.
And that's a federal issue, right? The Homestead Act was a federal thing that it did. So it had to come from the federal government. See, and because I'm Chicago and Cobra, I'm always thinking like real city level. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's like those different levels. Where do you want to put your energy? Do you want to put your energy on the federal level? Do you want to put your energy on the city level, right? And
but the city can do it as well. That's not just federal, because honestly, like my parents, my father-in-law, mother-in-law, they just bought the lot next to them for like $100. You dig what I'm saying? They can put these things out there if they want to. You dig what I'm saying? It's just, what do we need to make sure that they're doing it? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
And that's getting together.
Yes, and being structured.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about, go ahead, because I feel like you was going to talk about structure, and I'm like, yes, come on, talk about it.
So, as far as the terminology, I'm not going to get on into that. But it needs to start, first and foremost, with our kids. It needs to start with having a foundation with mothers and fathers. Absolutely. I also think that first and foremost, everybody needs to come together and see what position they play. That's what they used to do back in the day. We have lost all that as a culture. We have lost it all. You know, everybody want to be for self. Everybody want to do that. But first thing first, we all need to come together and see what you're best at, what he's best at, what can I handle. You know, some people can handle public speaking. Some people could just handle being in the background, but getting the logistics and analytics together. So you have to figure out what's your role. Now, when you start from there, then some people could be on a local level. First, you got to start with the blocks. First and foremost, you need to start with your household and God. First and foremost. Then you go to the block. Then, you expand to the city. So I think it's just hierarchies as to how you need to do it. But everybody, whether some people disagree, when y'all come together in a household to figure out what you need to do, you still need to move forward. You still need to move forward. We are so like ADHD, like, oh, we can't, keep going and keep going. But you have to have a longevity mindset. And when things get tough, you need to keep growing, because at the same time, we just need to do better. We do need to do better, but I think it starts there first.
First, we got to start with, we so divided. Before we can do any of that, the first thing we need to do is get, what I always say is, go get all the gangs. Go get the leaders of all the gangs and have them sit together, right? And then, because who really control the city?
Ain't no leaders no more.
Not the gang.
I know that. Shit, why
not? Are y'all gonna hate me if I say this?
I think they go get all of them
They
together.
used to control
You don't think so?
I think
the black people is different now for gangs. It's 2024. Everybody
If they go
everybody
get,
can
if they go
everybody
get, and they
shut
come
up
together.
Hold on. So I want to hear. Why would we hate you?
Y'all finna hate me
Go for
so much, and I'm sorry.
Ain't nobody gonna hate you.
Go ahead.
Dang, look, you got the extra.
What she got to say?
Okay.
Shit.
We all native Chicagoans, right?
Absolutely.
How many of us saw Chirac?
That's the worst movie I've seen in.
I didn't. I saw like 2 episodes. That was it.
No, Chirac.
The movie, yeah.
With the chubby boy.
With Nick Cannon.
Nick.
Yeah, that's not. Look,
I put it.
Okay.
I put it on.
What's your point?
I apologize.
I put it on.
What's your point?
But I turned it on.
So with what I was brought here on to discuss, right? Yeah. If you saw the movie Chirac and what it was about, and how women were able to control the city, and women were able to basically say, hey, nah, we cutting this the fuck out. That is the route that, in my opinion, is the most expedient. It's the most expedient.
So you're saying the women should take over?
The women have to.
The men ain't gonna listen.
The thing is, that's fine, but we have one thing that will,
most of
us have one thing that they will listen to. We have one thing that they will listen to.
I don't have it.
But
I have it.
Right? Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Say it doesn't work like that for
Yeah,
her, right?
yeah, no.
So look, I'm not gonna dance around what you're saying because you're
Okay.
doing some dancing over here. That's probably the dumbest
I hear
idea
you.
that I think they could have tried to put in a movie because it's ridiculous. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that women are going to abstain from giving men sex to create peace. It's just not gonna happen because that's not how the world works. I tell you one thing: if I got something going on in my life,
You
and
don't know though.
listen,
Women
listen,
get mad enough. They'll
listen,
barely get on your ass.
listen.
Shit, I don't know.
I will tell you just like this,
I don't know,
right?
they got that wrong.
What's
man.
going on outside of this house don't have nothing to do with what's going on inside.
Okay, hold on.
You're going to
With
do
the-
your
with the-
wifely
with the-
duty
with the-
because that
the-
is your wifely duty. Ain't got nothing to do with
Where
nothing
you
else
live
outside.
at? It's Chicago.
Hey.
None of that shit go
Hey,
on
look,
over here.
I'm trying to tell
Listen,
you.
can I just say this?
None of
Can I just say this? I think that you are incorrect
Right.
in saying that it hasn't happened before. It's based off of
True.
a Greek. I know it was a story, but
You talking about Troy?
huh?
Are you talking about Troy?
Troy, no,
No?
and I'm mad as hell that I can't think of what the hell
Look,
it was
just
called,
know-
so I could be on top of my shit.
I'm just telling y'all. Just
But I
from,
think
Hey,
that
I'm
from, a
just
man's,
saying, though.
from a man's point of view,
From a
I'm
man's
telling
point
you
of view.
right now, from a real man.
I think
Look.
I
listen,
think what you are afraid,
Listen.
What?
Look.
afraid
Afraid?
that if it
Trust
were
me.
to actually happen,
So do you remember what happened in the movie?
That's a movie.
I ain't seen it in a minute
Listen,
though,
listen.
but yeah.
So I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. Y'all got to think about this. That's fantasy. That's not going to happen. It's
don't
fantasy.
know.
So you mean to tell me women are gonna say we're not giving y'all none because it's still violence
Just think
out
about
here?
it. Just think
Wait on
about
it. There's
Definitely.
hold on. Let me finish my
know.
point. There's always going to be a woman that is not going to adhere to that
Agreed.
rule.
Oh yeah, agree.
So
agree. It's always
therefore,
gonna be
just
some
like
Y'all gonna run through
you're
her,
not listen.
And y'all
What
gonna
they
be tired.
what's that term? What you won't do,
man.
somebody else will.
Yeah.
Play with your man if you want to.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm
guess
saying?
what?
You go tell him that if you want to, and who gonna be
See, I just
disappointed?
But
got
this
a
is
whole
all the
different
hold on,
perspective
all the
about
ones
this whole
that want to
thing.
adhere to that gonna be sitting at home together, mad and drinking wine
Good,
by
we got some
themselves.
other
That's cool,
shit to
but
do.
you know what you're gonna be left with? You're gonna be left with the bottom of the barrel because the ones who we want, we don't want them. The ones we
Look.
want, the ones who educated, the ones
Look.
who listening. You gonna get tired of them, like she said.
Listen,
You
listen.
ain't gonna want them.
Now look, I don't want to say that this is different for men and women, but it's definitely
It's
different for men and
different.
women.
It's
Okay.
different.
A lot of times, men don't give a damn what it is. There's
Yeah.
there
When
is
y'all
a-
get
look,
desperate,
listen, it ain't.
when
It
you're
ain't
But when it come
desperate,
and
down
that's
to
all
that,
we talking
when
about.
it come
But
down
wait,
to that nation and all of
remember,
that,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to think about that. I'm talking about the act itself. So you gonna sit here and tell me what you not gonna do?
Mhm.
These bills still getting paid, right?
Mhm.
I'm still doing my job, right? Right? So mind you, I'm not the one out here in the
So
streets.
pause.
Hold on, no.
Okay.
I'm not the one out here in the streets doing the shooting and the killing and this, that, and the other. So how you gonna abstain something from me that is your duty? Keep that shit. That's crazy. You're going to be sitting at home upset because, goddammit, what you won't do, somebody else will. So
What
tell
you
your
say,
man that if you
your
want to.
duty.
Okay, so
Yes,
can
your
I,
wifely duty. Wifely duty
Can I
means
say
to
this?
take care of your husband. That's sex.
Can I say this? I hear you,
Mhm.
right? However, I think that what you're saying, I understand, but that means that she's abstaining it until you do something. Right? You have to do something. It's not you that's necessarily out here doing the shooting and killing, but you need to go out here and mentor somebody. You need to go out here and do something that shows that the violence is not okay with you. You know what I'm saying? As a man, who are the ones that are out here doing most of the havoc. You know what I'm saying? You have to now take responsibility for it. And then, of course, I'll fuck you. Right? But you got to do that first, right? At least you got to show your part.
We don't do ultimatums over here. You
Hey.
give a hey, look, I'm telling you, you give a real man an ultimatum, you're gonna be upset.
I guess.
Plain and simple.
But if you give a real woman an ultimatum, you're gonna be upset just as well. So that's what compromise.
So
come in at.
so flip that. That's not ultimatum.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not giving an
I
ultimatum.
didn't say
what I'm saying is,
ultimatum.
no, you said if you
I
give a
just-
woman an ultimatum.
No.
What
But
you just
The
said.
argument that I agreed to in the beginning was that when a black woman or a white woman or any woman, any race, put their mind to it, they can do it. All I said, now will they do it just because people outside shooting? No, they got their own house that they worried about and everything like that.
Hey,
but if they really want to sit down and
Look,
That should have never happened.
Ever. People not out here. Hey, these
That
brothers ain't
shit
out here
never
shooting
happened,
because of
dog.
pussy. People out here robbing, killing, and doing just shit.
no,
because
I'm not even
the
just
next,
speaking on that
My thing
topic,
is you can't.
but just if they want to come together just in general
That
and
has
do it.
the issues are a lot of this shit
Hell
goes
no.
on. A lot of this shit goes on right now because of the lack of resources. You don't have to go and rob somebody if you have something going on and make your own. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do. That has nothing to do with you fucking your man. You dig what I'm saying? It's just asinine. It makes no sense to me.
I can't believe
it just makes
that
right. It's like they think it's
So
it's
you
so
gotta
disrespectful.
understand this from my perspective.
Right. It's so disrespectful to men because it's like, oh, all they want is they dumb. If you don't give them sex, you can fix everything. What the fuck are we talking about?
What?
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think you're it's not dumb. It's motivation. It's about motivation. It's not about thinking you're stupid.
Hey,
it's about motivating
listen.
you to do
But see,
something.
y'all misunderstood me. I never agreed with that they gonna stop you because of what's going on outside. What I said was the statement that I agree with is that when a woman put her mind to something, she can do it. And so if she really,
but that's not her. But that's not her putting her mind to it.
Right.
That's her
I
saying
didn't
what she
agree
not gonna
with the
do
topic.
until we do something.
But
about
no,
it.
now,
you think about it. Fuck up if you want to. You in the doghouse. You ain't getting none. The fuck you talking about? Why you think she can't go longer?
I don't know. Look,
Not for a political reason.
I don't know nothing about no doghouse.
Me neither.
A big dog.
We ain't doing
That
that.
was funny.
I'm just saying, like,
Now,
go ahead.
are we still speaking about this movie? Because I'm trying to
No,
catch up.
no,
So-
it
okay.
turned into something that.
But that was the
women
premise
put
of the
they-
movie.
Yeah,
That was the
from
premise of the movie.
this
So
movie.
they were trying to stop the violence in Chicago by all the women coming together and saying, "We not gonna fuck them
Hell
until
no,
they
we
stop."
won't go.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, man, that's ridiculous. That's
Even if they was a part of it or not.
No.
Just it was a
everybody,
it
it was a collective
decision.
women.
Okay.
No. So pause, because we do have to make it clear.
What's
We
that?
do have to make it clear, even though it did end up affecting all the men. It started with the gang members.
Okay.
It started with the gang members and their women withholding sex from them. That's where it began, and then it expanded out.
So you believe that could
All
happen?
actuality,
You think
if
that could happen?
They gonna go crazy.
I think
We
that
can't even come together. Like you was just saying, we playing in our ass. What you say? We can't even come.
reparations.
Yeah, we can't
Well,
even
I'm
come
hoping
together
that this
about
helps that,
reparations. How they gonna come together and do some stuff like that?
Bro,
Come
listen.
on, man.
Well, that's up for the women to decide whether or not
And that's
we're
only
going
if they
to organize
respect
in
that
that
woman.
way.
It's only if they respect that woman. If
Yeah.
they really love that woman, it will be a change.
Look,
Now,
this is-
however, if
that-
they some floozy or if they using them because they
Floozy.
floozy, or if they just using them to
I
have a
said,
house
look
to
at the
lay
women that's
in,
gonna be left.
that shit ain't
Look.
gonna matter. They ain't listening to
Look.
them no way. They
Yeah.
using them.
Look. Try it if you want to.
Now he done challenged me to organize.
I'm just saying, it's
Damn it,
crazy.
I'm in a class for Harvard Kennedy.
Right.
I'll do
Listen.
it, damn it.
All right, so look.
Oh,
A
my
man
God.
will run your dirty
You ain't gonna
draws.
get
Don't
far.
listen.
Yeah.
Period.
You ain't gonna
That
get
means
Okay.
you know
Well,
what?
you know when you saying that I'm not going to get far,
Mm-hmm.
basically says that fuck our city.
Look.
Like, I mean, if you just put it
Look,
down,
right.
like, I mean, I just wanted to put that out there.
See,
like,
that's my thing. That goes to how men and I feel like men and women live in two different worlds.
we do.
Of
How
course.
You dig what I'm
I
saying?
think so too.
Because if we think
We
that
do.
that is going to be like a thing, like you know how much shit as a man you have to deal with just to goddamn it exist as a black man. You know what I'm saying? Now
That's
you
just
gonna
right.
now
As
you gonna
women.
We have
hold on. We not
Yes,
talking.
we definitely
Listen,
have.
And then we gotta come
hold
on
on.
and deal with y'all.
Hold on. Now listen.
Uh-oh.
So listen, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not gonna do this, but we do too. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
What you saying?
Life as y'all look. I'm gonna keep it real. Women play life on easy. In comparison to, I'm not done.
I
Don't
don't
even
think you
don't.
should say that.
Look.
Let
Women,
me say it.
women
Say
play life
shit
on
back.
easy. I'm gonna keep it real with you right now. As a man, it is my job to make sure not only myself is good, but my entire family. I am the head of my household. It's up to me. If I go and lose my job and my family falls, it's on me. If you go and
But if
lose
you
your
got a
hold
good
on.
woman, you got a good
Hold on. Hold on. We getting the clip.
Okay, go
We getting the clip.
Go
She
ahead.
messing up the
Right? So look, you know what I'm saying? If your woman loses her job and your family fall, it's still on the man. You know what I'm saying? Because you are supposed to be the head of your household. You are looked at as the one that needs to make sure y'all are straight.
But if you
dig
got
what
a
I'm
good
saying? Hold on.
woman,
Look.
She gon'
That's not. But
back
it doesn't matter. But it's still not on her. You know what I'm saying? Do you want a man to lead or not? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. We always talk about we need him to lead and he has to be this and the man of the house. What's a real man? You do these things, right? If you can't come through with that, then what are you? Because a man is only loved, honestly, by what he can do. You dig what I'm saying? We are conditionally loved as men. If a man ain't doing what he's supposed to, he ain't shit. You can get out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to take care of y'all, not the other way around. You dig what I'm saying? So it's a different ball game. It's a lot more pressure on us, like flat out. And so if I have to go and deal with that all day, right? Then I come home, you gonna tell me what you not gonna do because some niggas did down the street? Then you should go ahead and walk down the street with them.
Now, I get what you're saying
That's
from
what
your
I
point of
said.
view. From your point
Not
of view.
Hold on.
because.
You say what?
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying from your point of view. But at first, your statement was women live life easy.
On easy
On
mode.
easy.
In comparison,
On easy
yes,
mode.
on easy mode.
But
yeah.
which women? The woman that's in the house that have a husband who does provide, or the woman who's by herself, doing it by herself with no family and no help? So we have to differentiate and speak about and be specific about.
Okay, so listen. Even in that same scenario, right? Guess what? How many homeless shelters are there for men only? How many battered men shelters are there? Who's going to hand out? How much government assistance is for men? You dig what I'm saying? We are here to take care of y'all. Everything is so that y'all can be straight. You dig what I'm saying? I don't have look. We not kicking y'all out here to go walk around to y'all car, right? What do we have to do? Make sure y'all straight. What I'm gonna go do? Walk my ass down the alley by myself. I get robbed, whatever. That's on me. We not gonna let that happen to y'all. You dig what I'm saying? It's a different ball game. I'm just keeping it real.
I agree with what you're saying, but I still don't agree with the statement of putting it on easy, because at the end of the day,
I'm just talking about
even though hold on, even though I don't deal with men per se, I do got like fathers and brothers and shit like that. I still have to, no matter what, after y'all long ass day, and if we really want to get into it, I deal with that shit. Period, just because of my lifestyle. So I got to be the head of the household. I got to be the provider.
Then you should get it.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I still got to come home, even dating a girl, or I feel like even if I was dating a nigga, I still got to come home, and because I am head of household, I feel like no matter what you are, you still got to come home and take care of other shit, whether you got kids, whether you got, you come home, that woman taking care of you. You putting all that on her.
But it's still a different ball game.
What I'm
saying, when I say easy, look, let me clarify when I say easy. Think about a video game. When you start the video game off, you're going to play it on easy mode, regular, or hard.
I'm playing regular.
But y'all on easy mode in comparison.
It's going to be a specific type of woman.
I'm talking about a woman, as in a female. It's different. Like I said. So what are shelters at? If you lose, look. If you lose your job, you lose your crib. Is there a shelter you can find?
It may be, but it might be to capacity.
Maybe.
It's a lot of different scenarios.
Then you can find a different one, because there are multiples. There are no men shelters like that.
But you can't tell me you ain't never seen, especially like in LA, that it'll be women with their children or by themselves living on Skid Row. It's a lot of times that stuff is overcapacitated.
I get it. But
okay,
the thing
then what else? We still living on easy at that point?
Yes, it still doesn't change the fact, because that's a decision. This is my thing. There are still no services for men. It's not like that.
I agree. We need to
get more. I get what you're saying. I'm not saying I
agree, right?
Look, do I agree we need more men services? Yes, I agree that they do y'all dirty. But we ain't gonna never say that we on easy because y'all.
Can I say this?
Let her go. Hold on, y'all. All right. I got another one, but
can I just say this? Now, I think that one thing that I avoid in my everyday conversation is trying to say whether or not something is more or less, right? Easy or difficult. I can agree to different. I can agree wholeheartedly to different. However, because you don't have to be inside of a woman's body, you're outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? Just like we're outside looking in on your experience. So I think that it's difficult to kind of quantify whether or not something is easy or difficult. But I will agree to different. And I'm going to say that the issue is if men in my perspective, and I don't know if y'all agree, kind of rule the world. Right? Especially the United States. We have still yet to have a female president, right? So men technically are ruling the lives. And the fact that men haven't seen the need for men to have men's shelters only, that's an issue that y'all need to take up with yourselves and actually make that shit.
So do you know why it is? And I'm going to go into this. Y'all ready?
It's fun to read.
So do you want to go into this? So the main reason is we don't have sympathy for men that's not working. If you're not doing your job, get up and do your ass. It's your own fault as a man. If you are not doing the things that you are supposed to as a man, then that's on you. You're your own reason why you're right there. Now here's another one. Hey Joe, we finna go to war tomorrow. They gonna get drafted? You did what I'm saying? Hey, this sink shipping. Who getting on the boats first? Women and children. You did what I'm saying? It's a different ball game, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's why we have to go out and risk our lives to y'all. Y'all not jumping in front of the bullet. You know what I'm saying? When it's a knock in the night. It's a knock in the night. Y'all not going downstairs to see what it is.
But the problem is, half the time people won't even let me. Because I do that shit.
Yeah, but
motherfuckers won't let me.
So listen, would you tell your guy to go? Would you tell your guy stay here? I got it. Come on, girl. That's crazy.
Well, maybe that's
But I'm
why we have
asexual.
weaker men. Because
Weaker men?
we got weak men.
man.
Absolutely. I don't know what type of world you think we living in, but we have weak men.
Wow.
And I would love to
Look,
see the majority of the men that I meet to be that type of man that you're speaking of. And I understand what you're talking about as far as your pain, as far as what men go through on from the beginning. I do understand that, so I'm not disagreeing with you. But that's why a lot of these men done turn bitches. Because they can't even handle that type of level of independence, that type of level of hustle. Yeah, I understand you might not have a whole lot of support, but there are still ways. I know a lot of felons that have built their way up, gotten jobs, entrepreneurs, and then I do know some other handful of fellas that don't know how to do shit. What they do? They go find a bitch, lay up in their house, use their link, use their car, and it's a lot of men like that. Like, they are taking majority of you guys. Now, the man you speaking about, I honor. I really honor, and I'm gonna praise y'all. But however, we don't have a whole lot of that. So when you keep speaking about what men have to go through, I don't see a lot of men doing those manly things.
It's a perspective situation.
So
Yeah.
I would also say, where are you looking? You know what I'm saying? Where are you looking?
I'm not looking. This is everyday life.
That's what I'm saying.
Whether
Where
it's
are
a
you?
brother,
But then
whether
it
it's a
comes
friend,
to like
like,
almost like-
this is what I see.
Who's training those men
This
that
is
you're
a
seeing?
different
That's part of
They're
it.
not being
You know what I'm saying?
trained. A lot of them not being
listen,
trained.
So
You gotta
Or
be
hold on.
realistic.
This come to and y'all gotta start having more accountability for y'all own brothers, because if you being realistic right now, if you being realistic, you know it's more of ain't shit niggas that you know, but other than
do a comparison on your friends.
and I'm gonna keep it real. Not in my circle.
Thank you. Please.
I don't
Well, that's a beautiful
listen.
thing.
I don't.
Yeah, that is
I
beautiful.
don't.
I love
I
it.
don't. I don't
Come on
surround
now.
myself with motherfuckers that don't take care of their
And
business.
it's a
And that's
perspective.
you.
But that's
Right.
but
One at a
it might
time,
be
one at a
people in your
time.
family.
Listen.
That
No,
may
it's
not
not.
take
No,
care of
it's
it, that
it's
you
not.
can't even escape from.
It's not even in my family. I'm talking about real talk.
I got
people
that
that
shit in my
people that I keep around, and then. But I also say, where does that start? Why don't these men even know how to be men? Right? You know what I'm saying? So we
And
can
why
even,
we need reparations.
right. We can also goes back to what I was saying when that war started. Right? So when there's a draft, they taking those men. Right? Now when these men go off the war, some of them don't ever come back. Right?
Yeah.
They leaving families behind. Now what they do with our women?
We go to work.
They give them services.
We go to
Right?
work.
But listen, when that man that man comes back from war, he can't even get a real job. So if he does get a real job, now the services that they giving y'all, they take. So now you mad at him and kick him out. He got to stay out the house in order for you to continue
Whose
to get those
situation
services.
is that?
Right.
That's
Very specific.
See, listen, this is facts. I'm talking back in the 70s where Vietnam started. I'm talking about where it starts, when welfare started kicking our ass in our communities.
I have
you had
to
the
do
crack
some
epidemic,
interviews.
and then you also had war, and then you had
you should know
welfare.
that.
You
We're
don't
not
get these.
saying that it's
you
not
don't
hard
listen.
on
Listen.
the man.
That's
It
not what I'm
definitely
saying.
is.
No,
But
remember.
we
Listen.
still
Listen.
can't compare. That was back to the beginning.
No, I said, where did it
It's
start?
2006.
I said,
Right.
where did it start, and why don't these men know how to be men? Because fathers ain't been able to even be in the
Right.
household.
Absolutely.
Women,
Agreed.
hold on.
agree.
Our women are
Not a
paid to
solution.
keep them out the house.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So now that's a fractured family. Now you got these little bitch ass boys being raised by their mama that act like she can't stand that nigga that she gave a baby to. You dig what I'm saying? So we gotta see where it come from. Women can't
But we
raise.
can't take that
women
away
can't
from the
raise
brothers
men.
that's out
Listen,
here raising some strong ass
But it goes
black
further than
kids
that.
out here. But
It's not.
But that's taking it.
Listen.
That's taking it away. We going
Look.
somewhere else with it.
No.
The beginning was. How do you compare the man and the woman? We
No,
said
no, what
you
I
can't
said,
compare
no,
that. That's
no,
what we
I
The
said.
beginning
said,
of what?
where
Y'all
did
must
it
be talking
start?
about American time.
I said, where did it start? Why aren't these boys being taught how to be men? And I said that the men are not able to even be in the household to raise them as men.
So can
That's
I say
what
this?
I'm saying. So
I
when
agree.
you have
Hold on.
these sassy ass little boys out here, it's
I
because
get
they
it.
mama are raising them to be sassy ass little boys.
Okay.
He's walking around with his mama's mannerisms. He's walking
That's-
around with the
that's true.
attitudes
That's-
that
I
she
agree
has.
That's true.
That's why
with
he
that
thinks
part.
it's okay to go lay up with a woman and use her link because that's all he know his mama's did. You dig what I'm
Okay, so
saying?
you're saying that type of little boy is in a two-parent household where the daddy is just working, or are we speaking about? Are you talking about that type of little boy who's in a two-parent household and the daddy just not
Single.
there enough to go to work? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I missed that.
Okay, you're saying that the little boy is sassy.
These sassy
Single.
little boys are coming from single parent
Single.
homes.
Single parent homes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And they
Can I
Y'all
would
have
love
be
to
little
say
bitches.
this because this is a solution,
About little
right?
bitches.
Because this is where we talk about reparations, right? And knowing that the
reparations
idea
won't fix
of
that.
welfare queens was something that was pushed, this narrative that was pushed on us. How do we? So my idea is that we need to start introducing the idea of doulos. So doulas for women, right? But we need a doulo for men because men need to be supported in the process of becoming parents. They have to, and they need to be supported by other men who can understand what it is that they might about to be embarking on. Because men have to become invested into the household. They have to do that before the baby is here. You know what I'm saying? And continue to get services. So I am all for men being able to also get services because men thought that women were so, in my opinion, frail and weak that we needed so much help. The reality is we're all human and men need help too. And they need to figure out how to get supported as well. But that has to be a system I can't come up with because I don't know what it's like to be a dad.
Right.
I don't know what it's like that's going into fatherhood. Only another man can. So talking to other men who are able to kind of say, hey, this is a program for doulos that we can start implementing.
It's
cities,
pronounced
states.
dad. It's your father. You learned that from your father.
So
You know what I'm saying?
because
And that's
that
the
was
thing.
taken
That's
out,
right.
we gotta move different.
Yeah.
We gotta
I mean,
move
gotta
different.
substitute it
I don't
with
know how I
something
feel about
with
that.
someone.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how I feel about services for men. I don't know because I think it'll handicap us, and
I think it'll make us stronger.
I don't know. I don't
But
know
see,
about.
that's-
I'm
He's
50-50.
saying- hold on.
I'm
You say what?
I'm 50-50 on it because I'm looking at the whole welfare situation because it'll be basically welfare, right?
No, this is men
She's saying
teaching
it's a
other
mentoring
men how
program,
to be
basically.
Oh, mentoring program.
Okay,
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 I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I
Can I say something
misunderstood.
piggybacking off what
I
he said
misunderstood.
and tying into what you said? That's another thing that we really got to talk about because you said that it's not a lot of stuff out here for men. But my thing is, for real, think about it. If there was, who would go?
I mean, it's people
It's
out
a
here
lot
that
of
would
them that
go.
wouldn't go because they scared to be looked at as, oh, if I go,
That's
I'm gonna
true.
be weak.
That's true.
Oh, if I go, I'm
But
not
them
gonna be the
niggas
man
will
of the
go.
house.
I mean, I think-
oh, I'm not gonna do this and this. And
I'm
that.
not gonna lay up on this bitch. Ain't gonna do this.
So we gotta.
My thing is, I just feel like you can't have those, and you do have some of these big brother programs for those that don't have access to a man that they are close to that can give them that guidance. You dig what I'm
Specifically
saying?
fatherhood.
But I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about like the personal relationships. I'm talking about just straight up systems put in place to help men that are
Yeah.
down on their luck.
And that's
it
what
just
I was
doesn't
saying.
exist.
That's
It will
what I
make us
thought.
weak, like you
Yeah,
said.
that's what
It
I
will make
thought
them
you was
lean
talking
on it
about.
and make
Well,
excuses
them niggas
and
is
all that
already
shit.
weak and they leaning on us.
Right.
Yeah, I
So-
would rather them
so
have some
what
type of
else?
resource.
Look,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know about that. My thing is, if you finding yourself in the presence of weak men, it's who you choosing.
But that's the thing.
That's
Nobody
who-
presents themselves as
Hey,
a weak ass nigga.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
You have
No,
to.
we not
You
saying-
got to
well,
do
I
your
don't
due
know
diligence.
what
You
they
feel me?
saying. But
You
what
got
I'm
to do your
saying
due
is,
diligence.
Yeah.
I don't even deal with men or whatever
Yeah,
like
I
that.
don't
So
fuck
what
with
I'm
neither,
saying
bro.
is, as a human being, if I don't have anything at all, I'd rather have a McDonald's job than a nothing ass job. So if at the time I don't have anything and the state can help me, or if it's some programs that can help me, why not? So I do agree men need more help, but we also need to let them know that it's okay to go because half of them ain't gonna go nowhere.
Well, because I mean, you got to think about it. Women not gonna fuck with the nigga working at McDonald's.
You
anyway.
don't know that.
Shit.
They automatically
listen,
think
listen,
that.
The way
listen,
social
listen.
media is
Hold
set up.
on, no.
They
I'm
take
talking.
it
levels
like
of
that.
Let's stop it. Let's.
foremost.
It is different levels of women.
We gonna
Now,
stop that
do
lie
she
right.
want you
Hold on. We gonna stop that
forever
lie right now.
at
Real
McDonald's?
talk.
No.
You mean to
Hey,
tell me the
shit.
brother working at McDonald's has any chance at dating you or you? I know you don't date men.
No,
But
because I'm not
think
that
about
level
it.
of woman.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, what
don't date niggas
what
either.
level of women are natural hypergamous? You want a man that is stronger than you, smarter than you, a lot of times taller than you, better than you, because you expect him to do what? Lead you. So if you feel like that, you cannot let him. What they say all the time: these men they can't lead. Y'all not gonna listen to somebody that you don't fucking think can do it.
That's true.
So let's stop with the. You know what I'm saying? We know
But
what it
just
is.
And we
because-
can't fuck
I
them.
done met a lot of people, men or women, and just because I don't date men or whatever, I do date women. And no, am I looking for a woman who works at McDonald's? No, but if I happen to come across a woman who's intelligent and got aspirations, and right now all she has is McDonald's, then so fucking me.
But
and
that's
we're
different
gonna
for you.
build the fuck up.
But that's
it's
different
not
for you.
different.
Wait.
It might be-
No.
Hold on. Let me
No,
talk.
look.
And I'm explaining why it's not. And you can get into it, and I don't
I
get
got one
offended.
thing for that you
Okay,
said.
but listen, And right off the bat, I do know that it's by choice. Can I? Because as being a woman, I do agree with you. If I want to, can I go out there and get some shit from somebody else and this and that? No, but by choice, I go to work so that I don't have to deal with some sedity ass motherfucker or deal with the lawyers. I can pick who I want. So if I want a McDonald's worker and we build up and I invest in her and she invests in me or whatever, it ain't.
That's also that? Because you mentioned earlier that you take on the masculine role as a head of household.
As a choice.
So it doesn't apply to you.
Mm-hmm.
We men don't care what that woman's job is. If I like her, I like her.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's taking care of her.
I can't say that because I have met some women who will, not even the majority, but there is some percentage out there of women who would be like, you know what, this is a good ass man. This man out here doing this, this, and this.
Which is in the extreme minority.
But then what turn around and happen? You leave her for?
You know what? You think that it's the minority? I feel like I gotta do some research.
Listen, that is the extreme minority. You hear what I'm saying? That's an extreme minority.
Okay, percentage.
Well, hold on. Women are not going out here trying to build up a man. If you do a goddamn survey, it's gonna be like 90 to 10. You know what I'm saying? That will build up a man. Y'all don't want that. You want the motherfucker coming ready made.
But nowadays, people don't want them drug dealers no more. People will take that 9 to 5 man that ain't there no more.
So you building up a man?
No, so my thing is, it depends on what level of life you in and what have you experienced when you were younger. When I was younger, my first real relationship, I was that build a man type of situation. So I would never do that shit again. However, I met somebody.
How old were you?
I was very young. I was between the ages, I'm going to be honest, between the ages of 17 and 23.
Because you don't have a choice. Y'all both children.
Okay, let me finish what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I also had kicked it with this girl who was about maybe 12 years older than me. However, at that age, she was probably going on 40s at that time because we was just in our kicking it area, and she had a man that she was building up in her motherfucking 40s because a lot of women who build up men later in life probably had a nigga who was on and treated them shit like too. It just depends on the level you in life. Like, okay, yeah, I at the beginning, had that type of man who wasn't on shit. I would never accept that again. Mm-hmm. I would never accept that again. Right. However, their experience was completely different at that age where I was actually like, okay, I'm about to help you out, baby. We're going to do this. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. That was completely different. So it just depends. You can't just speak on everybody as a whole. Everybody have different situations. Yeah.
We're speaking on the majority, not these one specific.
But that's not one specific.
But listen, are we doing
data?
Look, we two plus years in, right? We do this very often. I'm trying to tell you. We talking about the vast majority. And the majority of women are not going to build up a man.
And you're talking about the women who probably speaking about it, but at home they got that nigga that they are building up.
Yeah. But guess what?
That they're not telling a lot of people about.
Also, I can also say that I'm not even going to just, and I hate speaking bad on women though, but it is some bummy ass women who allow the man to sit up, don't do shit, don't do with it. We ain't even speaking of that.
That comes from insecurity.
Real queens. There's some real motherfuckers out here who will take the time to build a motherfucker up.
Pick better. If you want to do that, if you let them sit there, you know what I'm saying? My thing
when you say pick better, it gets really difficult with the slim pickings because either he's already with someone, right? Yeah. Like there's different factors that limit if we want to stay dating within our ethnic group, right? It becomes difficult.
It's not. All right,
now let's do some studies on it.
So listen, 85% of black men are unmarried with no children. Plain and simple. 85% of black men are unmarried with no children. Yes.
About an age of
with no children.
Yes. So y'all do realize that most of the children are by the same top 20% of men, right?
No.
Yeah, absolutely. That's facts. Y'all can pull it up. Yeah. Y'all can check it out later.
From where?
Hey, listen. You the one recording. No, it's not. It's not that they're hoes. It's that women look for the same percentile of men. The top percentile. You want the tall, the smart, the nigga that's getting money. Nobody.
I don't want them at all.
Well, then stop asking the question. No, but listen to what I'm saying. Think about this. You don't want, and I say it all the time. You don't want the lame in the corner. You want the one that look like he got something going for himself. You want the one. Hold on. Listen. Hold on. I'm not done. Listen. But you don't even like men. We ain't talking to you.
I'm just saying. If I did, I wouldn't want all that.
What I'm saying is, y'all gotta remember, You want a quote unquote alpha. You want a man that can lead you, right? The man that can lead you is not usually the one that's timid, quiet, working at McDonald's and none of that shit. You want the one that's standing over here that can command the room, that can do what he's doing, right? But the thing is, you gonna want him. Your girl gonna want
And
him.
that's the problem.
And that's the thing. But that's how it works because that's why the top. No, it's just that you're not looking at the man that you don't. You know what I'm saying? That isn't in that top percentile.
But we going back to you said we need to pick better.
Pick better, yes. Pick the man that's goddamn it gonna be for you, not goddamn it the one that already got 3 baby mamas. You dig what I'm saying? You can't complain about
So
it.
are we included the men who are putting on a representative, and you understand what a representative is?
Look,
somebody who can play that role, act like they got this and that.
How long is it going to be?
Some people are raw as hell at that.
But I'm saying
people are
how long is the act?
It's sociopaths.
How long is the
that
act?
can make it last for years.
Yep.
So,
some people,
double life.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all are motivated.
Stop yelling.
I'm sorry.
So look, right.
But I've been through it.
So here's my thing, right?
And some of them motherfuckers good. Not all of them.
Here's my thing,
but some
right?
of them are excellent.
Which kind of leads me into my next point, right? So we say, oh, men and they can put on this facade. Y'all don't realize women do it too?
Yeah, I know.
I
agree.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's like that's a human thing, right?
So
that's why it still goes to pick better.
Yeah.
So men got to do it too.
I just think that particular argument is just like when you hear about men who deal with ain't shit ass women, right? It's like, it's just, I think that pick better is difficult because everybody's manipulating people for some ends, right? For some level of means, whether it's a woman doing it or a man doing it. Like,
so let me ask you this: with that, who do you think manipulates more and for
I
what
will
reason?
not say that.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing. Listen. What does a man usually want from a woman?
Punani.
But that ain't all he manipulates for.
Wait,
he manipulate for a place to stay.
Yeah. But we're not talking about him. We're not talking about the bums. We're talking about the man that you're saying is putting on a facade. What is he trying to get out of you?
A place to stay.
No, I'm not talking about
sex.
him. Sex, right?
Yeah.
What is the woman usually manipulating the man out of?
Money.
Some dick.
Money, security, taking care of her, right?
Money and security,
Yeah. Right.
that is taking care of it.
So right.
But that's not manipulation.
But women learn that from men.
Hold on. Say it again. What?
Women learn that from men.
But hold on.
How?
I don't look at that as manipulation.
Hold on. What is it is. What do you mean?
You just said that's a man's job.
If she's gonna
Why
act
is
like
that manipulation?
if she's gonna act like she loves you. All right. So prime example, leading me to my next point.
What?
Wonderful.
I wish I had a mic so I could play this, but I'm gonna put it close to me.
You said that's what a man's supposed to do.
So I heard this. I saw this on online. I don't know whose show it was.
For not giving my husband my escape money when I saw that we were financially struggling. I'm a 34-year-old female, have recently ran into a situation with my husband who's a 37-year-old male, and I'm curious about if I am the asshole here or not. So me and my husband have been together for 8 years, married for 7. When I got married, my mother came to me privately and talked about setting aside money as a rainy day escape fund if worse came to worse. My husband has never showed any signs of being dangerous and rarely even gets upset, but the way my mother talked about it, it seemed like a no-brainer to have. When me and my husband, I really don't like that. When my husband and I got together, we agreed I would be a stay-at-home wife. We are both child-free, so that was never a concern. My husband made a comfortable mid-six-figure salary. All was good until about 2 years ago. He was injured at work in a near-fatal accident. Between hospital bills and a lawsuit that we lost that ate up nearly all of our savings, I took a part-time job while my husband was recovering. But when he fully recovered, we transitioned back into me being unemployed as my husband insisted that it was his role to provide. He currently is working 2 full-time jobs and Ubers on his off days to keep us afloat. Here is where I might be the asshole. I do all of the expense management and have continued to put money into my escape account, although I significantly decreased from $750 a month to just $200 a month. My husband came home exhausted one night and asked about downsizing because the stress of work was going to kill him. I told him downsizing would not be an option as I had spent many years making our house a home and offered to go back to work. He tried to be nice, but basically told me that me going back to work wouldn't make enough. After an argument, my husband went through our finances to see where we could cut back. He was confused when he saw that I had regular occurring withdrawals leading back years and asked me about it. I broke down and revealed my money to him, which now sits at about $47,000. After I told him all this, he just broke down sobbing. His point of view is that
That's enough. Look, listen.
I don't want to hear the end, but okay.
Listen. That was the end.
You gotta hear more.
Listen.
That's
how you get a full
story.
Yeah.
Listen. That is grounds for termination. And I'm not even talking about.
Right now.
Listen,
So back to
and I'm not
I
even
agree.
talking about fired. You might be buried in some. Listen, you never worked. You took damn near $50,000 of my money.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And then you're gonna tell me what
Yeah.
you're not gonna do. That's the problem with a lot of.
But
And I'm
that's
gonna keep
not
it real.
everyone.
Listen. But the thing is, that's what I'm saying is that's the problem is a lot of women are out here giving their daughters that bullshit type of advice, and you're creating a cycle of bullshit. There's no reason why she should have done that. There's no.
There's a reason.
Nah, it's never a reason.
I don't agree
It's
with
never
that.
a reason.
I don't know.
It's never
It's
a
like,
reason.
And I feel
Wait,
like
wait,
if
time out,
she
time out. She
did
said it
do
was a-
that, she should have gave the money once he went down.
Listen.
Like, okay,
Yeah,
I did
right,
said
that.
it was a reason.
right.
Yeah.
Because you still,
Yeah.
I don't care how married you are, how long you know the person, you never know who they are on the inside or who they gonna turn out to be. Now, I'm not saying not to
This is
support
crazy.
your man. No, I'm not saying not to support your man. I'm not saying to have him
Right.
work hard when he tired as hell and you got the money to help
Right,
him out. I'm
right,
not
right.
saying
I'm
that.
talking about
Right.
the first part.
The first-
Keep going. Though.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
no,
do
it's
agree
the
she's
first
wrong,
part.
but there is a reason why to keep a little money to yourself because men, we
talking
can't
about?
trust all men.
And
Because I got mine
and
done.
that's why you
But-
think.
but-
Look. You
but it's not- who
don't
problem
get
is
married
it?
if you
It's
can't
your
trust.
problem.
Because of my specific situation.
Yes.
But
And
you
listen.
carrying on a past
No.
situation.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to not let him know. First of all, I'm going to let my man know that I got. I'm not going to have him
that's
working
different.
hard.
Hold on,
Well, I know
that's
he's
a
tired.
different
He losing
conversation.
weight.
That's a
Because I
different
know how that
conversation.
feels.
That's a different
All right, well,
conversation.
I'm with you. I'm with
That's
you.
called
I'm
that's
with
called
you.
a
I'm with you.
savings
Yeah.
between the
Yeah.
two of y'all,
Right.
not a fucking escape plan.
Escape
Bitch, you
plan.
ain't gotta escape. Get the fuck out now. You dig what I'm saying? If you think that that's how you gonna treat me, you gonna not only
It's
steal
crazy.
my money. Hold on, you not only gonna steal my money, but you gonna put it in a escape plan. If you gotta escape from me, get the fuck out now.
Well,
You dig what I'm saying?
Because you
Leave.
walking into this plan to fail.
Yep.
Planning the-
But is it?
failed
But it's
relationship.
okay to have her own money and say, what if it was
How
her own
can
money?
she
make
It's
her own
money?
$27,000.
Listen, but she don't want to work. She don't
He
want to
told
work.
her not to work as
Look,
far as
do
like the
some
last
online
thing
I don't give a
I
fuck
heard.
if I don't care if
Do
you
some
working.
online shit.
I
I
don't
don't
care
know.
if you're not working. If you got anything that you claim
did
as
tell her that.
a escape fund, get out now.
So you don't think
Leave
that man
now.
gets
You ain't got to be here.
So look, this is what I understand, right? This is what I understand.
Time out.
By me living the life, like I said, by choice, because I know a lot of people have whatever they got to say. I don't give a damn. But by choice, I live this life. So it's like I understand what you're saying. It's like you taking my money to hide, to escape, to
Right.
like that's fucked up.
bullshit.
But let me tell you something. It's a lot of women, if you look back, who will take some money and hide it because they be like, oh, they man doing this. Now,
Gambling.
do I think that
Doing all
that's
types
right?
of stuff.
No. But they didn't use it as an escape plan.
What they
Big
use
Mama
it
and
for?
them didn't use it as an escape plan. They used it for whenever you know what, I knew you was gonna
Trick
use
off.
this.
Oh, that's different.
That's what I'm talking about. But the hiding it part, when he was down,
And seeing him working
totally
two jobs.
fine.
and
You gonna
now
tell
that's
me
both.
you ain't
I
paid
don't
for nothing
disagree with
in
that.
this whole
My
But
ass
you know, Big
But you gon-
Mama put stuff up back in the
you
day.
gonna tell me what's not gonna happen. See, that's my problem. I don't look. We not doing none of that. And if you think you need it, like I said, if you need an escape plan,
I don't
leave
agree
now.
with the
So,
escape
but
plan.
I feel
But
like
I
this.
agree with the rainy day. Oh, I knew you was gonna need this because I know my man or my woman, and I know you like to play 2K too much, and you buy all that shit.
And they didn't
so
have-
I put this, and I know you like Jordans and shit.
What are you
so I
escaping
put
from?
This
You-
up. No,
you
not
didn't
the
have- listen,
escape plan.
See, they didn't even have no
She
kids.
fucked that up.
You didn't even have no kids.
You don't think this man
And
knew
you-
what type
you
of
stayed
woman
at
he had,
home.
though?
He probably.
Cause you gotta know what type of woman you
manipulation
have, bro.
Not if you yourself.
Listen. If you
Nobody
gotta
says
know,
no.
you gotta know that your
Because
woman
they
gonna
know they
tell
need
you,
it.
no, we not downsizing when I'm out here killing myself.
But you're not gonna know that until a type of situation arises. You're not gonna know nobody until hardship
7-8
comes.
years?
It don't matter until the situation matters.
They motherfuckers is some.
It don't matter.
When the
There's some slick people
manipulate.
out here, and you know what? You're blessed to not have experienced that.
7-8 years, you ain't went through shit.
You
7-8
blessed to-
years, you ain't.
That don't mean
You mean
seven,
tell me you
eight.
went through
Now
one
listen,
thing?
listen. I'm not saying you ain't went through shit, but 7-8 years, that don't mean you still know
Look
that.
here.
Uh-huh.
Until
People thought that
the-
was 3 wives.
until the situation-
All I know is
until the
ain't no
situation
rationalizing
presents
that. It was
That situation.
There's
So-
no
But I think that
there's
But
no
look.
way in this life or the next that's gonna be okay.
But Big
the
Mama
problem
them
is,
did put that money up back in the day. So
Look,
now
it's
what?
funny as hell.
They did do
Hey,
that.
again, you call it what you want.
Henry and them was fucking
You ain't gonna know that
Hey,
you
I'ma
got
put
you ain't
that
gonna know
shit
you got a
up.
selfish mate,
Bitch.
a selfish woman, a
Damn.
selfish man.
I know, right?
In 8 years, you ain't
Yeah,
gonna
she
know
was,
your
but-
partner.
But what if
selfish.
everybody's finances were good in 8 years?
Well,
Yeah.
she wasn't fucking working.
So
Okay, no, so
it's still
are we
all
still
of my
speaking
money.
about this?
You did
Yeah.
what
Because
I'm
I
saying?
said she has one. We
Yeah,
already
no,
established
she's
that.
not the
you
majority.
said-
She's
no.
not the majority.
You
What
saying
I'm
she's
saying
wrong,
is-
but you also saying but.
No,
No, because
What
you're
we
not
said
leaving me.
was-
I didn't know we were still speaking on this particular situation.
What we said was if she put it up for a rainy
Ah.
day because like he might be a hoe and might be tricking off and shit. It's still not right to take it without knowing. But at some point, if you down and then I'd be like, you know what? Don't even worry about it, baby. I got rent this month.
Look.
Or I got this month because I've been putting up.
Now,
how-
When she didn't put nothing.
And how long you think? And see that's the thing. They had been together for 8 years. She had never worked. She worked part time for a little bit when he went down,
when he
right?
went down.
You know what I'm saying?
But you can't put that
So
on
look,
her
look,
because
look,
it's
look.
okay
Look,
when
listen,
it was
listen. Here's the thing. All right, let's say for instance she said, "All right, I'm gonna help you out while you down." How long you think that's gonna last?
Until you
Until he
get
get
back up.
back up.
Shit, she gonna do that shit for
The-
2-3
the
months and
right
be like,
woman-
"All right, that's enough."
No,
Like, listen,
he was messed up off an accident, right?
Yeah.
Not
So,
the right woman.
How
don't
she
do it.
can't
The right woman don't do it.
say
Especially if I really love
forget
her.
it.
I'm saying she's
damn
gonna do it
right.
until it's time to leave, and then she's gonna do her
Nah.
escape fund. That's what it was for. To get the
Well,
fuck up
that
out of there.
dumbass girl, yeah, but
Yeah.
not a real woman.
Look,
Nah.
do
We
y'all-
keep changing dynamics of
do
the
y'all have to
conversation.
use
So
the
I get all this
bathroom?
shit out.
Yeah.
Hit your ass. You gonna hit her back?
Nah.
Keep your hands to yourself.
I'm not gonna
I
hit her back.
I
know
can't
I'm
hit her
wrong.
if I found her doing it. So don't hit me.
Yes, you can.
We're adults. God damn it.
You can.
Let's go our separate ways.
we gotta focus on what I asked. So if you was caught cheating or
I'm not saying
using
it's
her
right,
car to see
but you
another
can,
female,
yeah.
she
No, you
came
can't.
home,
Can't hear.
she got maybe footage of you, whatever the case may be,
Look at
and she's
this.
still off you. Are you going to hit her?
I'm not gonna hit her back because I know
In that
I'm wrong.
situation.
Right. But you
I
still
might
can't
fold
go
you
hit
up.
her.
All
Listen,
right, well
but
then that's
look,
you. Okay,
Don't.
I
that's
mean,
the
Hey,
you
listen.
do.
I might
That's
hold
the
you
answer.
down. Like you're not
Too
gonna be
much.
swinging on me.
I
Keep
feel
your
like a
hands to
woman
yourself.
should have the same.
I don't care if
So
I'm
then
reaction
after that,
I'm
what
going.
because vice
accountability are you
versa,
gonna
I
take?
can't hit you in the flip. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put my hands on you because I caught you on that bullshit.
Okay, so
You know what
she
I'm
caught
saying?
you cheating.
No.
Don't hit me.
Okay, but if she did hit you, you hit her
I
back.
like
How
to
you
play
gonna feel after the whole situation?
Don't put your hands on me.
Oh, okay.
So
you
his
stubborn,
answer,
baby.
regardless, is
You
don't
stubborn.
put
Keep your hands to
on
That nigga
yourself.
gonna deck your
I
ass.
agree
Okay.
with that.
That's
but,
what I'm saying.
But
So we can't do that because it's
Can
not
I ask
gonna
you a
ever.
question?
I understand what
How
you're saying. I'm
can-
not saying that situation right, but I'm just asking, what would you do?
But listen, how can you stand on? And I really want you. And I'm not questioning your manhood or nothing like that. But I really got a question of how can you stand on? Oh, a man got to provide, got to do this, got to do this. He was also taught not to put his goddamn hands on a woman, and granddaddy sure got smacked the fuck up by grandmama with pots and pans
Shit,
and all
not
type
mine.
of shit.
We don't do that.
And he
Here's
did,
my-
he did not lift
We
one
don't. That's
finger
so.
to her.
But see, that's the thing. You saying that
Not
person?
one finger.
I'm gonna keep it real. That's not how it was. Do you know what the term rule of thumb means?
I know what it means.
All right,
but
so
what it
rule of
mean to
thumb.
you?
No, rule of thumb came from, it was a law that you were able to whoop your wife with a stick no bigger than your size of your thumb when she got out of line.
No, I ain't
You did what
know
I'm
about
saying?
no
That's
shit
where that
like
comes
that.
from. Just so y'all know.
I have to
Not saying that
that.
that's right, but I mean, let's stop. We're not putting hands on. Look, I'm not putting my hands on nobody.
What?
Don't
You
put your
not.
hands on me. I'm talking that she asked me the
But
question.
you ain't never answered
That's what
the
I'm
question.
saying.
The question that I asked was, if you stand by, and you like,
being a provider and all that.
men can't be sensitive, men don't do this, there's no help for them, they got to be strong, they got to provide, they got to do this, they got to do that. Okay, they also have to not put their hands on a woman.
Says who?
See,
Right.
the shit's
So listen,
And see, that's what I'm saying. You saying that, and I'm telling you, that's not really where that came from. I'm going back to, like I told you, the term rule of thumb.
So a man's supposed to be
no,
respected, but
the
he
man
can
is
slap
not
his
supposed
shit.
to put his hands on a woman. What I'm saying is, but you also got to remember, back when those terms, when being a provider came to pass, motherfuckers, you're not gonna talk back. You're not gonna say all this crazy shit.
Agreed.
They would slap your ass like real shit. That's what Granddaddy used to do. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it goes
Yeah,
right
but
now.
granddaddy
that's-
ain't used to slap my
that's-
motherfucking grandma. Let me
so
tell you,
what I'm-
not the
look,
real grandmama who cooked.
What I'm saying
clean,
is,
grandma slap
what I'm
your
saying
ass
is,
back.
there was always a method, right?
Yeah.
Just certain things you just don't do.
Yeah.
You ain't finna go cursing me out like I'm
She
some nigga
wasn't
on the
gonna
street,
curse you out,
and you
though,
ain't
either.
goddamn it gonna go slapping her up.
Right.
We not finna do that shit.
It was a mutual respect.
That's what I'm saying. You're not doing it in
Yeah.
my household. You're not gonna hit me. You're not gonna do none of that
And
bullshit. I don't play them
I
games.
do agree with you that women, no matter what, should not put their hands on men. But I also don't agree with you that yes, it's wrong, but a man, no matter what, should not. Even me, and it's crazy. Even me as a stud, the life I live, I have to walk away.
Yeah.
I'll be locked the fuck up.
How many people do you know, goddammit? Like what I'm saying, they get on their ass and you think, look, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not for women thinking they finna go and fight this man.
Understood.
You dig what I'm saying? Sit your ass down. Go get your
and
brother.
to be
I'm not
honest,
gonna argue back and forth with a woman either. Go get your man or your brother so I can whoop his ass.
As a stud, I don't walk around
But is
here
that
like I'm
really
the toughest
getting to the
motherfucker. I don't think I can whoop your ass. Now, if you come at me, am I gonna fucking defend myself? You motherfucking right. We both going in the MMA. But do I think I could just come up and whoop you?
Right.
No, I don't think that.
Just like leave that shit
because
alone.
at the same time, I still know that I am a woman. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be some.
You gonna stand on your business, right?
Laces
Right. So,
and
and that's what I'm saying.
You was raised by your grandma.
So you can't go around.
Okay, I hear that. I hear it all in you.
You can't go around, you know what I'm saying, acting like you gonna do this to somebody and do that to somebody and not be able to deal with the consequences.
Understood.
You don't know what people gonna do. Like I just said a minute ago, keep your hands to yourself because you do not have the ability to decide how somebody gonna react.
True, but at what point is the man responsible to walk away? If he is this provider and this, now, like I said,
You talking about from his woman in that situation?
if she hitting him, you just
look. My thing is
some of them just turn around and just whoop your ass to Ike and Tina. Or some of them,
some will.
Walk
That's what I'm
ass.
saying, and that goes back to my same point. Keep your hands to yourself because you do not have the ability to decide how somebody gonna react.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Leave that alone.
Answering my question,
which is what?
If you're the man of the household, at what point do you walk away?
I'm gonna keep it real. As a man of the household, that shit should be in order anyway. Your wife or woman should know I'm not gonna play with him like that. He not gonna go. He's not going. We ain't new to this shit. You know who you dealing with.
Do you?
Don't go put your hands. Shit, I know I know what we got. You dig what I'm saying? We not finna play like that. We not doing that. We know better. You dig what I'm saying? Because I teach my daughters the same thing. I don't give a fuck how mad this nigga make you. Don't put your hands on him because if he foul off on you, now I'm gonna have to go to jail.
That's real though.
You dig what I'm saying? Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. You got a problem with this nigga, come get me. If I need to put hands on him, come get me. Don't get into no fights because if he whoop that ass, now what?
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Okay, so in your household, if y'all having a heated discussion, like, are you the one that's taking over that discussion? And like when y'all almost coming like to blows, y'all not at blows.
We don't do that.
Okay, but let's just say situational. Is it right for the man to just take a walk, take a drive?
Yeah, you can do whatever you need to, but I'm not. Look,
you're not gonna force that on.
You're not finna sit here. There's no reason why we should be back and forth. I'm not arguing back and forth with no woman like that. Period. I'm not. Because for what are we yelling at each other for like this? Look, if you my woman, you gonna leave the shit alone eventually. We gonna dead this conversation. You know what I'm saying? We gonna dead that shit. We not finna get here yelling to all this. That
now,
shit
by
is retarded.
dead, do you mean each other?
Hey,
listen to each other.
We know where we at.
Or
with
do you mean like? Because there's some men out there who say dead, like bitch, I ain't trying to hear that shit and shut up and it is what it is and I said what I said. Are you that man or are you? Baby, let's discuss it. Let's compromise.
It depends on the situation, but I know if I say we done, we done. We not talking about this no more.
What if she still feels some type of way?
Listen, then it comes a time. That's when
that's
when the word submission comes in. Yeah. If your man tells you we done, leave the shit alone. Why are you pushing it?
This goes back to the type of woman that he likes. And you right, you know, you married. I understand that. But before you was married, even though you said y'all been together since high school, I don't want to be offensive, but
it wasn't always like that. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying that's when it comes to learning and like real talk. That's the problem with our women today is that we don't even know when to be quiet. Just leave the fucking shit alone.
Do you want a passive and submissive woman? Would you rather have that versus a woman who are opinionated?
Listen, you can be opinionated, but when I say we done, we done. Stop talking about that shit. Like real talk. We not gonna keep going. Like real shit. Come on, man. That's
what I said.
See, and that's the problem, Joe.
I'm glad we
but that is the problem.
Look,
but that is the problem.
Then you
right there.
Now, if that's the case, and that's how your wife act, then you are a very damn good man.
My thing is this. Let me ask y'all this.
That's what
What
that
do
is.
you, in what position, in what relationship have you been in that you think that it's okay to keep arguing back and forth with your man after he tell you to be quiet and leave it alone? Why you gonna keep going?
So, because I'm making my point.
Right, but
Especially
making your
if the point has detrimented our household. It could be finance. It could be anything. I'm gonna stand on my point because something needs to change.
Okay, so don't want to offend you. Remember when you saying them niggas you was running into?
Are you talking about
the bitch?
Back in the day.
That's them type of niggas that allow you to keep doing it.
So
you did what I'm saying. Be quiet. If I said we done, leave that shit alone. Like I'm just saying, come on, man. How far we gonna go, bro? No, it ain't that. That's like
Daddy right here.
I mean, how the fuck? How long we gonna do this? Like we gonna keep going back and forth? I said, leave the shit alone. Leave the shit alone. Come back later.
And you gotta be the rawest nigga to shut me the fuck up. I'm just gonna say you gotta.
That's the thing. That's that masculine energy shit that got that. That's our women problem today.
I want to be submissive.
Why
I
can't you
would
just
love
be
that.
quiet when your man say be quiet?
I have not met that type of man.
Why you can't listen?
If I already listened, we going back and forth.
You didn't say that. You just said.
If I say we going back and forth,
I want to be submissive. I can't wait.
If I say we done,
but you gotta be
we done. We not
to us. You gotta realize it's them dudes out there who be like,
be a man.
Oh, we done, and they don't give a fuck about your opinion or nothing. You didn't say none of that. You just said, I said we done.
If I say we done with that argument, you might want to make it done.
So, can I just say this?
You might want to make it done.
So, I think that this is where gender compromise comes into play, right? And I think that, like, let's just say, for example, because I'm trying to put myself into a space where, like, I absolutely love and adore this man, and I think he's just every other time, but this particular time, this nigga is the bee's fucking knees, okay? Like, I really love him, right? So I would like to think that if we were arguing, right, I personally am, in my opinion, a calmer woman, right? Whereas I'm going to look at you and I'm really going to try to understand, because I think that you are a competent human being, because I respect you as a person, first of all. But now the person who I've chosen to be with. So you're competent. You know, you have ideas in your head that make sense. So I'm going to listen to you. However, when I do feel a certain type of way, right, I'm going to say, all right, not only will he be the one to say it's a dead issue, I probably will say it's a dead issue right now, right? Because I want the shit to shut the fuck up.
Right. Do you want to keep, why the fuck are we going to get to arguing face to face yelling? If I say, you know what, that's enough, you supposed to be able to say that.
That's a good question. Right. What if she tell you, okay, that's enough? You gonna stop?
If I still got something to say, yes, I
am. Right, and then that's the problem.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
But it's not the problem. So look, let me ask you this. What did I say? You want a man that is smarter than you? Larger than you. Listen. How many leaders in the household?
2.
No, you can't be 2 leaders. If you got 2 leaders, then y'all walking in different directions.
Not necessarily.
It's only one. Yeah.
Not necessarily.
How many people you live with? Exactly. See what I'm telling you? I'm trying to tell you what I'm saying. I'm saying what I know. What I'm telling you is there is.
But I think that this is the society issue.
I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you flat out. It can only be one leader of the household.
I doubt that.
There's one head on it.
I doubt that.
All right. Well, you tell me.
There's one leader, but there's still a partnership.
No, it's not a partnership.
There's no partnership at all.
No, it's not a partnership.
That's a partnership.
No, it's not.
But that's the problem. No.
Wait,
tell them why. Tell them why.
It's not a partnership. A partnership is a business, right? In a business deal, right? That's a partnership. In a marriage, there is a husband and a wife.
No, marriage has been a business deal since the beginning.
So once again, there is a husband and a wife. Are you a religious person?
No.
All right. So if you are a religious person, you know it goes God, husband, wife, children. Flat out. Ain't no, and there's a reason why you follow behind.
I think that's an issue.
Plain and simple. It's a reason.
That's an issue.
Well,
because you're religious and I'm spiritual.
I'm not religious, but I do understand that's how it works.
So you understand that?
I understand that's how it works.
It's not understanding that is the right structure that they put forth, and nobody's arguing that. But even so, the man still has to at some point consider his wife, consider his woman, or he wouldn't have chose her. So the fact that you say, when I say it's done, it's over with.
I'm talking about the
When
argument.
she say it's done, right? When she says it's done, if you got something to say,
so listen. Here's my thing. I didn't choose my wife because she's leading me. Goddammit, my word is still going to be the one that comes to make the decision. We discuss everything, right?
Okay, that's what I mean by
But
partnership.
listen, but it's not a partnership because I still have to make that executive decision on which way we gonna go.
But y'all
Because if
still
I make the wrong,
That's
listen,
what we talking
if
about.
I make the wrong decision for my family based on what we discuss, it falls on who? Me. Like I said earlier, if y'all revert back,
So what's the point of
hey,
discussing
rewind
it
it. Y'all can watch it when I said earlier that if I lose my job, it falls on me. If she lose her job, it falls on me if my family falls. Because I am the head of my household. You can't be, it's not two heads. A two-headed snake usually dies.
Agreed.
You dig what I'm saying?
I
There's
disagree.
one head. You dig what I'm saying? And that's fine. You can disagree, but you also
What?
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 That's something we didn't go into, but you also what?
What?
She said, ask me.
Do you find yourself in,
What?
are you in a relationship with anybody
Hell
right now?
no.
Right. Do you prefer one way or the other? See what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different ball game. You prefer to be in your own right. Whereas I'm a person that's in a partnership. Right? A partnership? You see the quotes? A partnership.
Right, so don't
as
even
in
say
with
it.
someone.
It's not a partnership, though.
Not singular.
But
you
it's
dig
not
what I'm
a
saying?
partnership.
Okay, are
So-
you discussing this for her opinion, or you discussing it to tell her what you're
Right,
gonna do
right.
regardless?
No. It's not about what I'm gonna do regardless. What I'm saying is I'm going to make the final decision for my family.
And that's understood.
But what's
That's
the
what I'm
point
saying.
of
But the
discussing it
partnership.
with her? What's the point?
What you mean? The point is because that is my wife. What do you mean?
So
Then
that means
that's
you're
the
letting,
partnership
that means that
we're
you're letting
talking
her
about.
know
But it's not a
what you're
partnership.
gonna
See,
do.
the partner.
We understand
the
you as
term-
the head are gonna make
right.
the final.
term
but
partnership
you
is
still-
based in business when it's a 50-50. You know what I'm saying? When everything comes down, split down the middle. That's not how this goes.
And I
Because
think
if
this is an issue.
So listen. So is it an issue when the man is supposed to be the provider and he's supposed to
I do
go and
think
risk
it's
his
an
life?
issue.
That's an issue. So it's a partnership when it works for you, but it's not a partnership when it doesn't.
No,
See
no,
how
no,
that
no.
works?
Wait, no.
Y'all see what I'm
Pause,
talking
pause,
about?
pause,
When
pause,
I need
pause,
to
pause.
when I need to
yo,
do
he
more,
feeling you, yo.
look,
No,
when
wait a
I
minute.
need to do more, it's not a partnership.
But that's a-
when you want to have your opinion, now it's a partnership.
But see,
No.
this
See
is
how
the
crazy
problem
is?
that I'm
If
having.
you paying all the bills in this household with Shorty and she gonna tell you what you gonna do, how do that work for you?
Okay, like
How do
I
that work
said,
for you, G?
I agree with what you're saying. It's not that you're necessarily telling me what's gonna work or whatever, but am I gonna hear her? Yes, I'm gonna
Yes,
hear her.
absolutely.
And that's
I don't
what,
have a
that's
choice.
all we're saying about a partnership.
But it's not
We're
a
not
partnership.
saying as the household, yes, I'm gonna make the final decision, and that's because also as my woman, she trusting me to
Exactly.
do that.
So when I say, you
Right.
know what, that's enough, we done. She's gonna trust me
So you
because
should
you
do
trust
the
me in
same.
everything else,
I never
right?
argued
No.
that, but you should do the same
That's
in
my
respect
problem.
when she say, because guess what? 10 times out of 10, your woman know you, and your woman know this, and if she if she submissive like you like, if she never say nothing.
I ain't say she never say nothing.
Hold on.
No, and don't
That
get it
ain't-
twisted.
no,
Hold on.
no.
I want to clear this up.
Yeah, you don't wanna
I
get
ain't
your
say
ass
no.
whooped.
I don't want no beef, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying it ain't always that. But
Right.
I'm just saying if I'm like that's enough, we done.
But hold
that's
on,
we
this
done.
is
You know
what I'm saying, right?
Mhm.
Now you got this woman that you said that's submissive and this, and you know your woman, and she rarely says anything. She listen to you when you
See,
say,
I ain't say that.
No,
I ain't say all
you
that.
keep stopping me right there. Listen to
You
what I'm
see
saying.
it.
When I say rarely say anything, like when you say let's stop it, she go ahead and be submissive and listen. So why when she finally speak up, that must mean she must know a little bit more. She must know something about this. Why won't
And
you
that's
follow
my
her
problem.
lead on that point?
This is
Not all the time,
Right,
but
not all the
on
time.
that point, if she
See,
never do it, why
now
not?
we splitting hairs. That's not what we
So
was
look,
talking
I
about.
want to split
That's
We
hairs.
what I'm
said
asking.
no.
I'm
We
ready
said
to
in
split
an argument. If I be like we done,
That's what I'm saying.
We done.
What
We
about
not
if
going
this
no
particular
further.
argument? She might know a little more. She never argue. She never say nothing. But you know what? If I'm like you and my woman never say nothing, and this time she actually say something, I'm gonna be like, okay, damn, she don't never say nothing. You know what? I might listen this time. What she got to say?
But see, to me, that's
How
not
you
an
know?
argument. That's what I'm talking about in an argument. That's not an
This is
argument.
very
That's a
difficult.
discussion. You dig what I'm saying?
He gonna
I'm-
have his opinion.
I'm just saying that's not an argument. You
So
dig
I'm
what I'm saying?
saying
I'm talking
it's
about
an
we not.
argument. If
Remember
she
we
tell
talked
you
about
no.
we talked about
Let's
yelling
stop.
and doing all this.
Right.
I'm not doing it. When I say we done with that, we done with that.
Okay, so is
That's
it
when it
okay
goes
for her
that
to
way.
revisit the conversation the next day?
Absolutely, you can bring it back up. Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
okay.
I'm just
When you
saying.
say done,
If I
Okay,
say
can I
we,
say this?
well, I'm talking about remember this came from us talking about arguing and back
Okay,
and forth.
okay,
We're not
yeah.
gonna do that. When I say we done with that, we done.
So let me-
Not with the
Can I
conversation.
explain
that's
this?
the
we not
situation.
gonna we're not gonna be hollering at
Okay,
each other.
Okay, hold on,
No, we're not doing
Now
that.
let me
Understood.
explain this. Let me explain this from my particular perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I tend to be less emotional. right? Which I know that is something that is different than what we are, you know what I'm saying, accustomed to. But because I'm the less emotional, a lot of times that causes the other person to feel that, you know what I'm saying, void. So then they become more emotional. Now, my thing is when I'm talking about a situation, when we going back and forth, and I say, you know what, I'm done with the conversation. I don't want to talk about it no more, right? And he continues to yell and be in my face. What is my options as a woman?
We'll walk away.
You know what I'm saying? So exactly, like men,
that's what I said. Walk
right?
away.
Like men in different situations, right? We walk away. But yet and still, what if I can't walk away? What if we going to the same house? What if we there's different
You can't
scenarios.
separate yourself from it? What do you mean? You just go
So
somewhere
what if he
else.
follows me?
Look, that's different. That's a different dynamic. That's
But that's what I'm
that's
saying.
called toxic.
This
If
is
y'all
what
don't
the
know
woman
when,
does,
listen,
right?
if y'all don't know
That's
when,
called
if y'all don't know when to end the conversation because it's going crazy, that goes back to that why you said you be play fighting and what if y'all hit you and all that. You don't know when to stop. That's
Hold
what
on,
you
I
said.
always know when to
No,
stop.
you said it earlier. That's
I
what we
said I
got here.
play fight, but I never hit nobody out of anger.
What he was saying, but now I think understanding what you're saying now, as far as now that you said you can revisit and stuff, as far as the bickering.
Yeah,
and
we
going
not
at
finna
it,
do all this
as the
screaming
man
at each
of
other
the
and shit.
household, I understand what you're saying. Like, you know what, and it also depends on, you ain't just finna tell. I don't give a fuck. I don't know who you date, but you ain't just finna tell no woman, whatever the race. Okay, shut up.
No, I ain't never say shut
Exactly.
up. I said we done.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
You can't tell a certain race to shut up.
And sometimes you do have to say shut up. You did what
Not
I'm saying?
not
Like
our
just
race.
shut up.
Not our race, but a certain
Hey,
race.
listen.
Not our
Look,
race.
sometimes you might have to say shut up because if you don't use language like that and you get to that point, you like, you know what? Just shut up about it.
Yeah.
So if a woman did
Leave
that,
it alone.
then what?
It's
A
you
woman
said
ain't
what?
doing
If
that.
a woman did that, then what?
Look, he
And said
finna
that
whoop
to
he
you.
finna
No,
whoop your
I
ass.
ain't say. I didn't hear what you said.
You said what?
We don't. First off, we don't say that kind of shit, right? So
But if she got to that point where she was like, shut the fuck up about it.
we're not doing that.
Hell no, we don't do
We
that.
don't do that.
But that's the thing,
See,
like this is
that's-
where it becomes an issue
telling
where
me
it's
to shut the
okay for
fuck
a
up.
man to do that shit to his woman, but it's not okay for a woman to do that
So
shit to
listen.
his man.
So first
You
off,
don't get emotional.
I never said and I never said shut the fuck up.
But
We
I'm
don't talk
saying
to
if
each
it
other
gets
like
that
that. You dig what
way,
I'm saying?
if it
We
gets
don't
that
go
way-
there. And that's look, if I be
Well,
like, you
that
know
ain't
what, shut up
understandable.
about it, leave it alone, just leave it alone. We done. We know where we at with it. It's no reason. There's not
I
going
just
to
think
be.
the opposite should
There's
be
not
just
going.
as equal. That's all I'm saying.
Well, but
That's
that's
it.
the thing.
'Cause
It's
sometimes
not
you
an
don't know
equal
her
thing. You know what I'm
mental
saying?
capacity.
So here's my
sometimes-
thing, right?
But hold on, listen.
I got one.
What if she at home all day, like you said, and she got the kids, or she doing this and she doing that? Sometimes her mental capacity might not be there, and she might be like, you know what? That's why I said. What if she say, let's leave it alone? And you still got something to say. I feel like you should respect that as well. You don't know what she been dealing with at home.
That's
She fuck
fine.
around, go off
But
and
we
hunt
not
off and
saying
shit.
that's
Fast.
fine. We not saying
That's
shut the
all.
fuck up. None of
No,
that kind
just
of
as
shit.
long as we
You dig what I'm
respecting the
saying?
person
we
to stop
we
talking
not
about
saying
it. That's
shut the
it.
fuck up. I'm
That's
saying
it.
flat out. If I say we done with the conversation, we done with it. You dig what I'm saying? We could revisit it later, whatever. But
And I just
Shut
think
up
if a
about
woman
it.
says
You know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
thing, that it should be respected. That's
that's
it.
the thing.
That's
But
all.
that's the problem. See, y'all wouldn't go to
That
work.
shouldn't be a
You wouldn't go
problem.
to work and tell your boss shut up. But you would come tell your man that.
So
we
now
ain't
my
shut
man,
up.
my
So the
boss.
man
Yes,
is the
he
boss?
is.
Wow.
Absolutely.
See, that's, I can't deal with
So you
that.
see what I'm
Put
saying?
the camera back up.
You see?
Let's change, man.
You see what
Yeah, I was
hold
just
on.
about to
No,
say
we can't
that.
get off. We're
need
not
to
leaving that
switch
yet.
it up.
Because my thing
We need
is,
to
so you mean to
switch it
tell
up.
me
The
you'll
man
go
is
to
the boss?
so you'll go to work.
No.
You will let
This shouldn't be
your manager,
equated.
your
This
boss,
shouldn't
your
be
supervisor, whatever, tell you this, that, and the other, and you're gonna treat your supervisor at work with more respect than you will your man at home. That's the problem.
I don't think
And that's
that
why
should be
women out here thinking that they gonna tell their man, "Oh, I'm not gonna give you none until you goddammit stop the violence in these streets." See that bullshit?
Just because.
You see that
hold
bullshit?
on. Let me just say this, right? For instance, if you marry your woman, right? You already married, and no disrespect, nothing. This is all everything.
Theoretical.
If your wife decide right now today to not give you none, she just don't got to give you none. She don't owe you no.
Yes,
fucking
she does.
pussy.
That's called your wifely
She
duty.
don't fucking
Yes,
owe you
okay.
that.
That is called your
That's
wifely duty.
bullshit.
Yes, it is.
No.
See?
You ain't hear what he
No.
said.
So she don't feel like
that's
it.
You hear me?
She
Nah, it's
tired.
too loud. It's too loud. It's too
Let me
loud.
say that
Listen,
again.
listen,
real
listen,
low.
listen. Look, right.
Just because you married, just like they say, how you think it happened when a woman, your wife say no, and they say you raped your wife? That's a real thing.
Whoa.
You
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Listen, I haven't.
She
But,
don't
but
owe you
here's
no
my thing,
coochie.
Joe. Yeah, you do.
No, she don't.
That's part of the agreement.
Can I say
I don't
this?
owe you no provision.
I
don't owe you no security then, right?
So you
I don't
talking
owe
about
I
that
don't
wife
owe
who don't
you-
work?
It ain't got to do nothing with work.
Yes, it does.
No,
Hold
hold on.
I'm
Hold on,
tired. I'm not about to
hold on.
come and give you coochie all the time, especially if kids is involved.
That's the misconception. Hold on.
I'm not saying I'm going to
That's the
fuck you, but not
misconception.
every night.
I don't care if she working or not. That's hers. She don't
No,
gotta
it's
fuck
not.
you.
See, that's the thing. When
She
y'all
do
get
not
married,
have to fuck you.
when y'all get married, y'all take vows, right? You
Yeah.
understand? And that is also part of it. What I'm trying to tell you is, look.
It don't say.
Look,
That sounds like a master
Listen.
and slave relationship.
Listen.
Okay, master.
It don't
That's
say.
what it
Listen,
sounds
listen.
like.
How many wives on this couch?
You know what?
I'm trying to tell you
Man,
what I
that
know.
become-
Listen, I'm telling you that
Let's
is your
bring
wifely
some
duty.
wives on the couch
Listen,
and have this conversation again.
that is your wifely duty. Don't trip. We actually have next week. We got wives coming on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Ask them
And I'm
that
trying to
question.
tell you that is your job. That is part of your job. Just like it is my
That's an
job.
issue.
Just like as a husband, it's my job to make sure that you are safe, secure, in everything that I do. My wife is the first responsibility that I have in this life.
Well, I'm going to
You
just
dig what
say
I'm
that
saying?
you must
Plain
be
and simple.
phenomenal.
Don't have
He
to
must be the
give
most
you
phenomenal
no
man on this
coochie.
planet.
She don't have to do nothing, but that doesn't mean that's not her duty. You
I
get
think
what I'm
that
saying?
that's
Just
an
like
issue.
it's my duty to make sure that my family is my first and only goddamn thing that matters to me on this
That's
earth.
I understand a little
No,
bit
it's
about
not.
the duty
Yes,
part,
no,
but
it's
if
not.
she does
It
tell
all-
you, baby, I had a long day or I'm not feeling
Right, she
well,
don't have to fuck
you probably
you
like say,
every night.
okay,
Listen, all right,
what-
listen.
yeah,
It ain't
what
got to be
situation
every
is
day.
it? Answer
Right,
me.
that's what
me
you
and my
making it
cousin
sound
was
like.
just talking
Pussy
about
out
this.
every night.
Listen.
Oh, no, I'm
If
gonna get-
look, it ain't got to be every day, but I bet you it better not be more than 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Understood.
Oh,
Now,
that-
can I say
That's a
something?
given. Ain't nobody.
Can I say
They wanna
something?
fuck
What
more
I'm
than
saying,
you.
and that means
That's
it's your
something
duty.
else.
So if you say, so listen, so if you could say no one night, all right, then another
No,
night,
that ain't how
then
you making
another
it
night,
sound. You
then
making it
another
sound
night.
like
No.
We be confused.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Well, what we
Thursday,
be
Friday.
talking
That's my
about
thing.
Every night.
Nobody's saying that I'm trying to do it like that. But I'm
Okay.
just saying, in
Okay,
the
now we
event,
understand.
if your husband comes to you and he wants some, you only got so many times to say no.
Okay, now that's
That's what I
understandable.
mean.
Say it like that.
That's what
Now
I'm
you
saying.
sound like you
It is
taking
your
it R.
duty.
Kelly style.
No, what I'm
Yeah,
saying
we
is,
could have cut this whole
no,
conversation way
R. Kelly was
short.
little girl.
If we had started that from the
Little kid.
beginning.
Who
R.
Big
Kelly-
Daddy
So can
style?
I-
Who had the
Look,
fuck ever?
what I'm saying is, it is your duty. If your husband wants some, it's your job to make sure he is satisfied.
I think
If
duty.
you
I think
don't wanna
duty
make sure
is
you-
like a.
It's
Don't
what
say,
you're supposed
don't
to
say
do.
duty.
No, I
No.
Say,
Do me a favor.
say it's the right to please your man. Don't
Pull up
think
your
that's
phone
a
and
duty to
pull up your
fuck.
phone and Google wifely duty.
But that means
Pull up
every night though, or something.
no. Pull up your
Duty
phone.
is like-
Pull up your phone.
When I go to my job, hold on.
Pull up your phone.
When I go to my job, those are my duties. I have to do it no matter what. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If I'm tired Monday, they don't give a
Listen,
fuck. That's
listen.
my duty. I still got to
Well,
show up. So
pull up
don't
your
say
phone.
duty.
Pull up your phone.
Because on Monday, if
Pull
she
your phone.
tired,
Oh, it's
she
over
don't.
there.
That's what
Pull up-
becomes the
pull up your
issue
phone.
Well, I got to
between
pull up
men
your
and
phone.
women.
No, my
You got
phone.
the same type of phone.
No, because I want you to read it. I know what it say.
What you want me to
Google
pull it up?
wifely duty.
Let me pull it up. I'm finna go
Wifely duty.
Ooh,
Oh.
it popped right up.
What you got?
What it say? Read it out loud and
Wifely
proud.
duty refers to the male expectation that women are to have sex with their
But what do it say?
When they
Well,
want.
hold on.
In other
Hold on,
words,
you gotta
having
stop.
sex is a chore like cooking dinner, vacuuming the
That's
carpet.
2 words. Let me
Okay.
say that to you right
Scrubbing
there.
the bathroom.
What's her husband
2
duty?
words.
Google that too.
Hold on.
Let's go.
Hold
with
on
that.
before we go
What's
to
her
the
husband duty?
Let me say something. Look,
Hey,
let me
he
say
hit it right
this,
on
right?
the-
It say 2 different words. It say expectation and chore. Expectation, that's on you.
I expect
that's
you
your
to do your
motherfucking
chores.
expectations.
I
And
expect
that's
you to do your chores.
No.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Hold on.
It don't say by
You want your
law.
husband?
yes.
Husband to love, protect, teach, support, and be a good moral and emotionally stable role model for the children.
Oh,
Agreed.
for the children.
So I'm trying to tell you.
A role model.
I'm trying to tell you
So let
shit
me
that
ask you a
I know.
question.
Not that I'm
You-
making
you-
up.
I'm gonna be a little burger. You want that pussy wet or dry?
Shit. Look.
It's gotta be
Wait,
wet.
what?
Look. I ain't got no problems getting it. Like, that ain't no issue.
Oh, okay.
That ain't no issue.
Can I know? You okay with a little rug burn on your dick after?
No, I said no. I don't have no. I'm saying, look.
Why would
I'm
it be
just
that?
saying because a woman needs to be
Look,
stimulated
look,
mentally
listen,
to
listen.
be able to give you the rawest sex, the best sex
Listen,
in the
I don't
world.
have no problems getting it how I need it to be. Plain and simple.
So can I
That's
just say
it.
this?
That's all.
I don't know who
Can I
I'm
say
talking
this?
No, I ain't saying all that.
Jesus
listen.
No.
I don't have no problem
As long as
getting
you-
it how I
you
need
get
it
to
to
the-
be.
That's a
It's
good
my
one.
wife. What are we talking
So
about?
I didn't.
It's
I know,
my
but
wife. You know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
want to give my husband just a good, passionate experience as many times as I can.
Listen.
Not when I don't feel like it and I'm just so tired.
That's cool.
I want you
I
to
bet
just wait a little bit.
I bet his ass ain't
Let
feel
me-
like getting up to go to work that day. I bet his ass ain't feel like
Yeah,
like
but I'm cooking
want to
though.
make sure
I'm
you
cleaning
straight.
though. And I'm making sure your lunch and your dinner ready.
Listen. We ain't gotta even do all that.
Oh,
I do that
so
too.
we have a
Listen,
home.
I
That
ain't-
situation,
listen,
that's your household.
Listen, I clean like a
Okay.
motherfucker.
Now,
I'm a
this is the
Virgo.
issue.
You feel me?
This
I
is
don't
the
like
issue.
nothing
I
messed up
understand
out of
then.
nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is,
No offense.
it's certain
This
things.
is type of
do
creature right here.
Nah, I'm just saying shit. It's real shit.
You a real Virgo.
Yeah, Virgo.
Baby.
Nothing.
Listen.
He like, and I am what I am, and I said what I said, and
Trying
no
to-
motherfucking ask me again.
No, can I just
Don't
say,
do
like,
it.
this whole scenario is
Yes,
what
ma'am.
makes it difficult for me to be able to find.
This why
a
she
partner.
asexual.
Yeah.
because
You know
of
what I'm
you.
saying?
But
it makes it very
it's the masculine,
difficult.
but it's
And
it's
I
masculine
thought about
energy.
that.
You want to
It's
be
all
the
about
boss.
So that's what.
No,
That's what.
I don't.
I mean,
Well,
in a
you want to
way,
tell
I
him to
had
shut the
thought
fuck
about
up.
We need
We
to
not
get
ready for him to shut the
Hold
fuck
on,
up.
Right, but you
I had
can't do
thought
that.
about
And
But I
then-
should be able
we
to.
need to get into that asexual because you need to
Yeah,
explain
yeah,
that.
please.
Go explain
Yes,
that.
please. That's what we
I'm
should have been
illiterate.
talking
But
about.
she
Go,
said she
baby.
want to get into
No,
it.
no, I said I have thought about it.
Not,
I for
my
sure
bad.
have thought about
So
it.
you know
Please
what it
explain
is?
it to me. 'cause
I don't know what it is.
Me
Okay.
either.
I don't
So
know the
explain
term.
it.
If you ain't having sex with anyone else.
True
Off
enough.
real
No,
Tell him.
it's not.
No, what
It's
she
two
just
different
described
things.
is
So-
not asexual. I'm saying what
Okay.
she described.
I'm sorry.
is
Go
self.
ahead.
So,
Okay, so what?
Thank you. I would say this. Asexuality is the lack of sexual attraction to other human beings.
How do you
Okay,
So-
I'm ready for questions.
how do you get into that mode or?
And so it's really, in my opinion, the way that someone is gay. It's not really a mode.
So you was
It's
born
just
this way?
Exactly.
But I don't
When did
believe
you
a
realize
person
that?
is born
From the
gay.
When did you realize that?
Okay.
You don't believe I was born gay?
So it
What
is
you mean you don't
2024
believe? Hold on.
now. I realized it in.
You say you how old?
No, I said it's 2024 now.
Oh, okay.
I realized it in 2018, like December, November of 2018. So that's when I was like, oh, and this actually makes fucking sense, right? And it had me go back to my memories of, like, preteen and, teenager and young adult, and try to figure out what all that meant. Because if I was born this way, that means it would have shaped all of those perspectives up till now. But I
Okay.
just didn't know it, right? So lack of sexual attraction towards people is the easiest way to explain it.
Is there an example to kind of clarify it a little bit more?
Okay, so okay,
Good question.
give me
So
an
you walked in here.
So let me ask you this.
Nobody attracted. You walked
not
in here
sexually attractive.
and was
no.
like, so what's the difference between, for you, what's the difference between
So
sexually attractive and
physically
physically
attractive is when you just find something to be absolutely beautiful. Like, you are beautiful, right? But I don't want to have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, even seeing a guy who I'm attracted to, there's so many other levels of attraction that we have to meet in order for me to even think about engaging in sex.
Okay,
So
it's-
my
it's-
thing
it's
is,
beyond the
I feel like I'm a
physical with you.
sapiosexual.
Okay,
Okay.
intellectual, right?
Very, absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't say asexual, but sapiosexual, yes, because I have to be stimulated mentally in order for that to even work.
So, like, for me,
Like, for real, for real.
Agreed.
Unless I'm just drunk and it's been like 6 months.
Agreed.
But other than that, that's what I need.
See, and I would say for me, I've been in a situation where I'm intellectually attracted to a person, but I still don't want to fuck them.
Okay.
I've been physically attracted to a person, emotionally attracted to a person, still don't want to fuck them, right? Like, I really don't want to engage in this activity because...
Do you think?
I went through a
To me-
stage like that, but
Last time you had sex, how did you feel?
I called it celibate because it's like I've been through a stage where I went celibate for like 2 years, maybe 3 years, because I reached a point to where it was like I'm so fed up with the caliber of women that I was meeting, like you said, choose better. So it got to a point where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't
bitch,
wanna,
you don't deserve
right,
this,
right.
this
I get
good mother. Fuck you talking about? You ain't getting
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I was gonna ask you. Is
And the
that
difference-
more
when-
so of a situation where it's just like sexually you not into sex in general?
Yeah, I would say that I'm not, like, because when I think about people...
You can't say that. Do you please?
Oh.
Do you please yourself?
So, this is the odd part.
Because if you please yourself, you into sex.
So let me explain,
Okay.
right? Who saw Cat Williams' last special? I think it was his
didn't.
last special.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
So he talked about certain things that women do,
Mhm.
right, when they are engaged in that particular activity. I'm not going to name it. Watch his special,
Mhm.
right? Now, for me, that happens every time I get in the shower, whether or not I put a shower head underneath my
So
hookah,
you
none
is
of that.
sexual. It's just people
Not with
got
people.
that. No, not
It's
even
hot
not
water.
with people. It's just that you're waiting for that particular
No, it's hot
person
water.
to meet all three.
Nah, it's
now,
hot water.
Because you just said it's
Okay.
you
But
just said it's different categories that they gotta
It's hot
reach.
So when will you
in order.
decide? When will you make that final decision to
Mm.
be like, you know what, he or she is dope, that I'm gonna
I
open
haven't
my.
made it yet.
But when do you feel like you will make it?
That's the problem, right?
Okay.
Because you're asking me for a hypothetical,
Mm.
right?
Okay.
That doesn't exist at this point in time. And the thing is, like, there is somebody in the universe that I think would be my potential perfect mate.
Mhm.
However, A, he's very fucking famous. And two, that still is not real.
Who is
Okay, so
None of your
wait a
business.
minute.
Well,
So
shit, you said he's famous,
no,
I'm
let
curious.
me ask my question. In 2018, that's what you said when you started to feel that way.
Yeah.
Did that stem from hurt?
No. It actually stemmed for something that I was in a 10-year relationship from the time I was
And there it is.
2016 to 2026, right? Around there. And it's not really there it is, right? Because that was the person who taught me so much about myself in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? That person really taught me who am I in a relationship. Like, when we first broke up, it wasn't this nigga. It was, Miranda, what could you have done better? Miranda, how were you the problem in this relationship so you can be better for the next one, right? Because I'm still not
But
asexual at
that's
this
just
point.
growth. That's growth.
That's
just growth.
Agreed,
'Cause
right?
I go through that. People go through that.
But
That's
I'm
growth.
sitting there, and then now it gets to the point where, okay, I'm dating. I'm talking to people. I'm no longer with this guy, right? And it gets to the point where it's like, I'm free to do whatever I want to do, and that ain't what I want to do. I just really don't want to do that shit. Like, even when I'm in the space, I done spent the night with a guy, I'm leaving happy because I did not fuck that nigga.
But
that
again,
can't-
that's only. Go ahead.
I just, you saying it don't come from hurt.
It come from hurt.
But if you, let's just say,
I'm real.
let's just say you got drunk. I'm not sure if you do like drink often
Even if
or
that's
a lot.
I've had niggas try to get me drunk, try to get me high, and it's still like, this
And
ain't
you know
happening.
what? And I actually
But
I
it's
applaud
only
you for
because
that.
she still hurt,
I
though.
applaud you for that. But let's just say hypothetically you did get drunk and you woke up and shit, you realize damn you done fucked that nigga.
Motherfucker, I'm pissed.
Okay, you pissed.
Hey.
But why you pissed?
Because who the fuck did that? Because I did not make no connection with no nigga to say that's what I should be doing.
So if you got drunk too, are you gonna feel like they raped you?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Because I know me.
Okay.
I know me.
But-
I'm not doing that.
But
Right.
do you see how passionate you
Okay.
get right now?
Yeah.
And
Damn, girl.
I'm not taking.
Wait a minute.
I'm not taking nothing from you, but
I'm hearing it.
being in a different space and going through different things that I ain't gonna name
Yeah.
from growing up.
Yeah.
That's pain.
Yeah, that's pain.
And that's
So what pain do y'all think that I've experienced?
Let me break it down
some-
to you. Same reason why I was
I'm listening.
celibate. You just reached a point in my eyes, and it could not be. This just from my point.
I'm listening.
You just reached a point where you dealt with a motherfucker that you thought loved you. They hurt you. Then after that, you dealt with constant not shit motherfuckers. So now you got
Comparing
into a
them to
state
what it was,
where you
and
was
it's
like,
not that.
I'm just not finna deal with nobody. But I guarantee you, if you meet that motherfucker who you just got a different kind of boxes. Your boxes not like my boxes and her boxes and his box. But if you meet that motherfucker, man, woman, alien, species, that meet all your boxes,
Yeah.
you
Hot
go.
water.
I'm
Hot,
now,
the right hot water.
and I'm
So
not
asexual.
judging.
Can I say this? Can I say this before you say
Yes.
what you finna say? And I can understand what you're saying,
Mhm.
right? I think what it comes down to at that point means like I'm about to do this for a purpose.
Mhm.
That means I'm ready to procreate.
Mhm.
That means I'm ready to create kids.
Right.
Because right now, the
With
asexual,
that
I don't
right
give a
person.
shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need to have kids.
Mhm.
I don't even know right now if I want them because I don't know if there's a partner out there for me to actually raise these kids with. So for me, having kids is an option that is very much off the table.
But I guarantee you, when you meet that provider, it don't got to be a man, woman. Like I said, it could be.
I told you there's a hypothetical person out there.
Right. When you meet that person, and
hopefully not a dick.
So here's my thing.
Get out of that hurt. I'm sorry.
I don't think that I'm hurt personally, and the reason why I say I don't think that I'm hurt. Can I just say why I don't think that I'm hurt? So after a 10-year relationship, and it wasn't like he beat me or, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't none of that. It was mainly like I finally caught this nigga cheating where he couldn't escape. Right? Like, okay, cool. Finally. It's
but does that hurt?
Did it hurt? No, the reason why it don't hurt is because if the nigga would have just been like, hey, ma, straight up, I'm not feeling this, I'm not going with this, and I feel like I gotta go out here and do such and such on shorty, I've been like, you know what? Let's reevaluate the relationship, my nigga, because maybe I need to walk the fuck away.
But
you know what I'm saying?
That ain't gonna happen.
But agree. I'm not saying that it ain't hurt. Okay. However.
But you was hurt. Let's clear that.
Sure.
Was you hurt?
Sure.
Okay.
That ain't no sure. Say yes.
Yes. I was hurt by him cheating.
No.
The reason,
open to love.
I'm sorry. The reason why I'm so jaded by that is because I kind of manifested it in the beginning of the relationship.
But
listen.
So look, right? So hold on. Y'all been going for a long time.
Can I say this? All I said in the beginning was, if we not getting married in 10 years, this shit over.
So
and it literally came to 10 years.
Couple things.
So it's not like
y'all been talking for a long time.
I don't care what you saying. Hurt is hurt.
From my point of view, just listening to what you're saying, asexual literally means like you. Asexual means that you. I didn't even hear it. So.
Let a woman talk for a long time.
I mean, y'all was going for a minute. I didn't say a word. That's cool. It's fact and law.
That's what she said.
You feel me? This is law. Right? You know what I'm saying?
So we're not equal.
I don't know what she said.
No.
We're not equal. Why? Because we're women.
No, because ours hold more weight. It's 3 of y'all, it's 2 of us, and we carry more weight.
You can't do that to
me. But listen.
Not the little one.
But when it come down to it, it literally sounds like right now you are separating yourself from the dating scene because you ain't found nobody that matched up with that 10-year relationship that you were in.
I don't give a fuck about 10-year relationship. I want better than that.
You said that you manifested it before. Manifest is when you look for good things. That means that.
Meaning when you say good and then it comes true.
You can manifest some bad shit.
Well, you know.
You say some shit.
First off, I don't believe in manifestation. I'm not one of them. I'm one of them. Like, look, you get what you put out. You know what I'm saying? So if you work for something, you gonna get that shit. You can't dream that shit. You got to actually put in the motherfucking
work. You do. That is how manifestation works.
But if you continue, well, manifestation is like.
Some people
until you start to actually manifest and tell me what manifestation is.
Some people think that manifestation is only, I wish I have money tomorrow, and then go to sleep. No, you still have to put in the work. You still have to follow the dream. You still have to go.
I'm big on words. Listen, I'm big on words, and words mean things. If we look up the definition of manifestation, you'll see what it's saying. Listen, what I'm telling you is you sitting here and saying you manifested it. You manifested a bad relationship. Not only that, you didn't go into it with the proper pretense. You didn't go into it with the proper intention because you said, if I'm not married in 10 years. Who the fuck's waiting 10 years? You dig what I'm saying?
Me, because I was 16.
Right, that's not, look, you know what I mean? Look, that's why you considering yourself asexual right now. Asexual, you wouldn't be getting off in the shower. Asexual, do you watch porn?
That's what I just told her.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. No. Can I say something?
Hold on. As an asexual,
don't want no sex.
And as well as asexual, you don't have a person in mind that you would.
Hold on, I never think about that person when I'm in the shower.
But
that's not the point.
I'm
listening to him and I'm agreeing because of the simple fact of when you was talking, you said there is a person out there somewhere. So that lets me know that
it's a very specific.
No.
Yeah, she likes him or her.
Damn that.
Right?
It lets me know
what's
that
the chances of that ever happening?
You're coming from a place of hurt. Sorry to say it, but you're coming from a place of hurt. You might not be hurt no more, but the place where you started it at was a place of hurt, and the place where you're going, like I said.
Okay, can I say this?
I don't think you're going to fall for no goofy.
Yeah.
Can I say this?
And I like that.
So 2016, summer is when that ended, and y'all remember I identified as asexual in
2018.
late
But
2018.
you still finding
But
yourself.
I don't.
It ain't cause of him
But
that
no,
you
like I don't
asexual.
think it's like
just
to
know
me
your worth
like.
now.
So my thing is this. I hear you saying hurt, and for me,
Back then, not
for
now.
me, but I agree. But even back then, I did whatever I could to heal. Right, I intentionally did whatever I could to heal.
Was therapy one of them?
But sometimes
Of
we
course.
don't know if we healed all the way. Sometimes, and I don't know if you know it, but I've been through some shit, and sometimes I think I'm healed, and then I'll see some shit, and I'm snapping the fuck
You're
out.
not gonna know if you're healed
damn.
until you are in that situation again or in a
So
relationship
So
again.
ask me
And
about
how-
why I thought I was asexual when I was 12.
What? Okay.
Right.
Okay,
So
that's a
that
good
should
question.
be
Yes,
different shit.
absolutely. I would love to hear that.
Because what ends up happening in when someone does claim that they're asexual, the problem
What does
becomes
asexual mean to you?
so a person
Damn
who
the
does not
definition.
find people sexually attractive.
So you don't find.
But the celebrity
nobody.
you speaking of,
But even then, it's not necessarily for real sexual because I'm not in his space.
It don't mean nothing. What if you was in his space? What if that
I don't
person
know.
walked- my bad,
I don't know.
What if that person walked?
I
in?
don't know.
Then you can't say that.
But I can't say that because I don't know. I can't say like, yeah, I'm finna jump that nigga bones because he here. I don't know this nigga.
But you don't know that you want him.
No, I know that I won't.
You don't know.
I know that I won't.
Maybe not the first night, but a couple of nights out there on the town, you don't know.
I
so
don't think so.
so you haven't had sex since how long?
Asexual.
If I can no.
No, that's
How long has it been since you've had sex? Since
so
our
I'm
relationship?
gonna say consensual.
That don't count. because
Wait
he
a minute.
fucked
No,
us up.
no. She making a. Go ahead, honey.
A
I'm
nut
sorry.
is a
Hold on,
nut.
hold on.
No, she said
wait.
consensual,
So,
meaning
she a
permitted.
rape?
Oh, okay.
No,
Whoa.
no. If
But
she
she
don't
said
want to speak about
consensual.
that, you
Not
don't have to
consensual
speak
sex is
about
rape.
that.
Thank
You do not have to speak about that.
Understood.
That's
Thank
not
you.
for this platform
Yeah.
unless she's ready to open up about
Thank
that, and
you.
that's very
I
a very
appreciate
sensitive
that.
situation.
Well, she said
So,
consensual.
well, forget
No,
the
she
consent.
said
No,
what a- not
meaning
consensual.
she
That's what I'm
gave
saying.
permission
Yeah.
and
She said- no, she said
agreed.
consensual.
What
No.
about consensual?
When
That's what
did
we
you
asking
agree
about.
to have? When did you have sex and it was agreed upon
Right.
between you and that
Right,
other
right,
person?
right, right.
2018.
Right.
Okay.
And the thing is, the problem is, I'm actually really good with that.
Mhm.
Right? Like, I am comfortable in that.
With what?
Wait, what?
Not having sex since 2018.
Oh.
Like, I'm very much
Well,
like.
Right, but see, that's the thing.
Comfortable.
Asexual also means that you don't have the desire to masturbate either.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
So
what-
that
that's-
is what I
I'm
think
tell
that
you.
that allosexual, which is what
What's
we
that?
call everybody
She
else.
done made
I
some
don't
shit
know
up.
none of this
I know.
stuff.
Allosexual.
Allosexual.
Allosexual is everybody else outside of the asexual category.
Okay, so asexual, you can still freak on yourself, but you don't have
Well,
to desire
asexual
with
means you
nobody
have
else.
no desire to masturbate.
So I think,
Well,
like
I
I
ain't-
said,
that's what I mean.
I
That's
think
what I
that
thought, but
that's what I think that
Okay.
allosexuals have pressed that idea upon asexuals. I think that is something that allosexuals have done to asexuals,
But listen,
personally.
let me tell you something. Without saying something to say something, I done went through a situation that I think you was just going to speak on.
Okay.
And that comes from a place of hurt.
Yeah.
Even
Okay.
from back then. For
Yeah.
real. Not you might not be now. But at some point, that's where it came from.
Like
That's
I said, I've been trying to heal.
Once we hurt,
Can I
that's
ask
where the
you
boundaries. That's where the boundaries come in.
Can I ask you
That's what
something?
made you an
Can I ask
asexual.
you something?
What's happening?
And I'm not sure how free you are
Go
to
ahead.
really speak
You can
about
ask me
it.
whatever.
Okay. Do you feel like that particular situation
Made me who I am.
Made
I was who I
you-
am before then.
What you mean?
meaning
I was
gay?
I was gay forever.
Okay, that's all I
Like,
want to
like,
know. Because
I'm
a lot
talking
of
about, I'm talking about
situations.
in kindergarten. I'm talking
Okay.
about I been knew I was gay. I'm playing house.
Okay.
I done made a lot of niggas.
But
I
You
done
wasn't
made a
gay.
lot of niggas gay because I'm like I'm
Wait a minute.
I'm daddy. It's four dudes and two girls, and I'm daddy. I don't know what y'all want to be. I'm
Okay.
laying down.
Okay, that's all I
Well,
want
I
to
don't
know.
believe.
I
I don't
knew
believe a
from
person
then.
is.
Hold on.
I don't
Because
believe a
that
person
happens.
is born gay though.
Let me
Some
tell you
people
something.
are born gay.
I don't believe.
I don't believe
This
that.
is all-
Believe what you want to believe, but as a little kid, I had this little boy come up to me as a little kid, and he asked for a kiss, and you know what? I gave it to him because you know what? I wanted his firecrackers, and he gave me his firecrackers 4th
So
of
what?
July.
What are you saying?
I-
That don't mean
that
that
was a
ain't.
transaction. I ain't never gave
Transaction. I'm about to get a baby from having sex. That's the only way I'm going to say this.
Let me tell you something. I can look at. I'm comfortable with myself. I can look at him and say, he's a handsome guy. You're a handsome guy. I've never had a sexual thought about any guy. I can't make myself think about no guy. I can be like, you a handsome guy, you raw, you six pack. How can I get it? But I ain't never looked at no guy and be like,
have to be
I'm finna take that
scientifically
nigga down
proven.
or something. I ain't never did
It'd
that.
have to be
But that becomes difficult.
scientifically proven that somebody is born gay.
But you know why that's difficult?
It's difficult for you to tell me.
Hold on, y'all. She said what now?
I had boyfriends that would come over and try to do all that, but you know what I realized? I like boyfriends because I want to play basketball, I want to play 2K, I want the companionship. When they got on that, we breaking up. I don't know what the fuck you thought this was. I never had any type of sexual shit, and I've had boyfriends.
Okay. But now, when did that start?
Forever.
But you mentioned, without getting into detail.
No, my shit happened when I was 14. I've been not liking niggas forever. I said kindergarten. I never, and I can, if I did, and I'm the one of the ones who, in order to know what you don't like, you have to try it. I ain't never.
You don't like that shit.
Like that no nigga.
You ain't never been with a man?
No. Not without.
Okay,
yeah.
so my theory of gay people, I do believe some are born.
Mm-hmm.
And I also believe some do it because it's trending, especially women.
I agree.
Now,
and it pissed me the fuck off.
But I believe especially, I'm going to say, especially men who are gay, women too, it comes from being touched when you was a kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you can. I worked at an LGBT community clinic, and the stories I've heard was devastating. You know what I'm saying? So we can't sit here and just say, oh, he ain't gay, or he just want to be gay. Some people are literally born gay as little kids. Parents will tell you, like, damn, my child been like this forever, and I just decided to accept it. Like how we be judging, what's the dude named? Dwayne? What's his name?
Dwayne Wade.
And yeah.
He gay himself. I'm sorry.
Okay, that, whatever. Like,
no
I'm not, okay, so I'm not into who he is, particularly. But why can't people say, man, he been seeing this child as a baby. He been saying it for years and years and years. Like, damn, I just rather support this child versus just, like, telling them they fucked up. Hell no, I'm going to kick you out the house. Like, I think that's okay to support somebody that
I would love to be
supported. But no, I'm not saying to not work and say that, okay, I'm going to try to steer him the other way. Yes, you're going to try that, and he probably have tried plenty of times, and then keep saying that, damn, if nothing is working. So when are we supporting our gay children? I'm not gay.
Hold on.
I agree with you, but at a certain stage, he could have supported, and this ain't got
Who's he? What we talking about?
We talking about how Dwayne let his son
that's some
turn
bullshit.
to a door. But listen,
don't get me
let me tell you how, with that, as a gay person, let me answer that. As a gay person, right? And I don't speak for the gay people, so don't find me. Yeah. But as a gay person, right? I do agree with what you're saying. He could have showed that child that it's love out here, but that child should have definitely waited until that child was older to make that decision. Because what if that, as far as the sex change?
No sex change. I don't agree.
Now, if you wanna
gay,
act how you wanna act, and this, but when it comes to you as a child making a sex change, that big decision, I'm sorry, you gonna have to wait till you're 18, big homie.
No, I agree.
Then that's your.
You might change your fucking mind. This is my thing, Joe. You are never going to make me think it's okay for you to tell your child that was born this way, and when I say born this way, with a penis or a vagina, that it's okay for them to feel the other way. Fuck all that. Gay and chopping your dick off is completely different things.
Right.
Yeah, no, not chopping your dick.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
That's ridiculous. Like Boosie say, no, man, don't chop his dick off, man. I'm on that.
Now at 18, you want to pay for it?
That's your business.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is
I feel like he was living through his child anyway.
I don't agree with surgery, right? Prior to 18. That's period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even like hormones and things that are altering, you know what I'm saying?
Puberty blockers.
You gotta wait.
They do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Parents bring their child in.
Like, in my opinion, if you willing to let them do a surgery at 18, then
at least agreeing, they grown.
Right, but I'm saying, like, if I'm just gonna be fair with it, the minimum age should be 17 for hormone blockers.
No,
right?
No,
And the
fuck-
reason why I say that,
listen,
and the
look,
reason why I say that,
get up out
listen
of
to me.
there.
Let me
It's
say,
real
let me
life.
say the
You're not
reason why I say
interested in
that,
this.
and it's a
I get
down
it.
the middle
I get it.
situation
It's
because
just what I
everybody
said.
not gonna get what they want in this situation. But if that person is really ready to chop off or rearrange whatever is happening at 18, at least allow them to experience what the hormone difference is gonna be like at 17.
Listen.
That's all I'm saying.
And I'm going to disagree because you know what? If I can goddamn it go buy a bottle of this and I got to wait till I'm 21 to do that, then I got to be 21 when I can do that. Because that's a life-altering fucking decision. Plain and simple.
But
You
18,
dig what I'm
you
saying?
get out the house, so at 18...
Yeah, but you still can't drink, right? You can't go gamble,
I
right?
understand.
What I'm saying, you can't go to the club.
I don't know why they do these
You
things.
technically
How
legal.
do you?
So
what-
if you doing
But
that...
you're not legal. But you're not only legal to do certain things. All you can do is buy cigarettes at 18.
Yeah.
You
Fine,
can't do
let's
shit
make
else.
it 20.
Hold on, listen. You can't do shit else. You can't go to the casino. You can't buy liquor. You can't goddamn it gamble. You can't do none of this shit. So why can you chop your dick off at 18, but you can't do the shit at you can't do nothing else at 21? When you're 21, that at least you've lived a bit more life and made those decisions
And I
that can be
think
life
21
altering.
is so
I know, but I do think legally that he's right. I think legally
Yeah.
it should be 21.
Yep,
Yeah,
you
I
can't do
was-
shit else.
Man, first of all, at 21, I still felt like I was not an adult.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even at
How many of us
20,
started drinking before 21?
I was drinking in high school.
I would keep it real. I didn't drink until I was 21.
With that being said,
But-
the fact
beautiful.
that
That's beautiful. That's okay.
that's sad to say, that's the generation we grew up in. That's the 90s and shit. These fucking kids don't stand a chance. These drunk ass, pill popping ass, crackhead ass kids don't stand no goddamn
I didn't drink
chance.
till I was 21 because I honestly, I
was
real
18
talk, I
for
wasn't
me.
drinking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't get high till I was over
I
25.
didn't want to get, you know what I'm saying, like I am now, where I love a drink. You dig what I'm saying? So I was trying to goddamn it fight it, maybe from generational shit, whatever. You dig what I'm saying?
But let's be honest.
So I was
Go ahead,
I'm saying I was holding back. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was bad, and you know you hear this and now, and then you know you get 21, and I remember I was working for a company where we go to different parties and shit, concerts, and I have free drinks, and I was like, well, this ain't so bad.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But
And
let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's you one of the in a lot of situations you one of the lucky ones. But let's be honest. Most of our people, our parents, most of them was on some drugs. Most of them drinking liquor, very rarely available. You can go right here, get this, get that. You trying some shit, but I'm grateful for trying some shit because then I know what I did. I ain't what you didn't like and what you whatever. Real early.
Yeah.
My mom
You
didn't smoke
that
or
shit.
drink, so I ain't.
My mom's did, my pops drink, right?
I
You know what I'm
wasn't
saying?
around it.
So like growing up, you know what I'm saying? It was my mom used to be mad because he'd be drinking this shit, and I'm like, oh, I ain't gonna drink because you know what I'm saying? As a kid, you just piggybacking off that shit.
On
Yeah.
the real.
Then as a man, when you get older, you be like, man, I need a motherfucking drink because we playing the game on motherfucking advanced, not on novice. You see what I did there?
How many of
Y'all
us,
see what I did there?
out of
Yeah.
everyone sitting here, how many of us has been raised in a two-parent household or one-parent household? So two-parent
Two for
household,
me.
raise your hands. Okay. One-parent household?
No,
Oh, you said two for you?
One.
One parent? Your mother?
Yeah, my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's just a question.
Can I?
Why?
Yeah, you gotta
Because-
follow up.
No, because it changes your
people.
perspective. And I'm listening to everyone, and I see everybody like you are. You said two. I could feel that. I already knew your answer before you said it. Was your do you admire your dad?
Like a motherfucker.
And I could feel that.
Yeah.
And I could feel that.
Yeah.
I could
your
feel he
dad's a
raised
man's
you than a
man.
mother. He's a man's man.
I can
Goddamn
feel
it.
that.
And
He ain't
And-
with no bullshit.
and that's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
You had that, but I know men who haven't. I know women who haven't. We learning and coming from a different space.
And that's why
And you don't
Yeah.
even though you had that, and I'm glad that you're blessed to have had that. But
lot of
some
men
of us who
don't.
didn't have that, man, that's a painful thing. So our perspective is going to be completely
and
different.
that's why
from
we
yours.
push so hard on the two-parent households.
Yes.
Here, on facts and law.
Okay.
We know what we building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know what we
Absolutely.
pushing because we know that well-roundedness is needed. You know what I'm saying? We need both. Our
And
kids.
you don't necessarily got to be together to have them.
So with me,
No, we think the
I don't
two
know. Sometimes
two-parent
it's
households is
real
what
hard.
matters.
two-parent household is definitely needed, but me specifically, I was raised by a single dad. So my outlook on a lot of things that my friends have is completely different. So I know what a good man looks like. you know, and I don't have no idea why I've ever dated a terrible one, you know, and I know that a man is capable of raising his children and being there in more than one category, more than just being financial, more than just showing you I'm macho, like on the emotional level, on the school level, teaching me teaching me how to learn multiplication, this, that, and the third. So my outlook is different, and I could just feel from certain people's energy, like where y'all come up from, you know, where you grew up from.
You might be more understanding because
he ain't for no bullshit.
Right, like
fuck that note.
But
he not wrong.
I was about to say,
points is good.
Me and him might go about things
to a certain degree, but only to a lot of your situations.
But I understand why you understand it, and I understand where you might come from too. So it's all
because I'm more. I didn't compromise so much, I feel like, but I'm more so conversation. Let's talk about it. Even though she allowed me to lead, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not as I ain't gonna say demanding, but.
Okay.
You're not as stern on
yeah,
you're a little bit more flexible
right.
than I am.
You
but
know where to draw the line is.
You also in a newer situation than I am.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Put yourself 20 years in.
From now.
You know what I'm saying? It's different.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
So
we know where we.
How was your mother? And no disrespect.
No.
I just like to hear these stories.
No. My mom's she was very religious, and you know what I'm saying. She was a wife's wife. You dig what I'm saying? And my pops was a man's
Do you feel like they had a good partnership, or do you feel like your dad he took over? Was your mama ever mad in any situation?
I ain't gonna say that. No, she absolutely was, and it wasn't all peaches and cream. Listen, I came up on the west side of Chicago with my parents trying to figure this shit out day by day. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm not saying my situation no different.
And we not knocking you.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's one of the situations.
But we look, don't get it twisted. We had our struggles and shit. It wasn't they both was there though. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my wife's situation, we had our struggles, but we both there. We getting this shit done. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that's why I'm saying it's just certain shit we not gonna do.
And so you speaking of it from a now stand, not from before stand.
Yeah, not from
me and telling your wife shut up.
Like it's some learning.
But a two-parent household is needed for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
When one person lacks, the other person picks up. Whether it's financially, emotionally, anything, like it's just so draining. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a single mom, and I've only been a single mom for almost 4 years. It's fucking draining. We're playing a man, a woman, a teacher, a counselor, and we trying to make money. Not only that, my daughter, she 15. She asked me, "Ma, I want to wear a Mary this, a Mary shoe." She got her whole birthday outfit. I said, "A Mary what? Like what?"
You had a son and a daughter?
I got a son and a daughter, yes.
Okay.
Yes, a 15-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son. So I'm just saying from my point of view, it's very difficult. And then it's also difficult to find a man, because I am a little aggressive. I would like to be submissive, but how you going to be submissive when you in a world full of cruel ass people? Now you the household, now you the
listen, that's the thing. You looking at it from a negative standpoint.
Is it negative?
Listen.
Hold
on, listen. You say you want to, but
yes, I do.
What I'm saying is you going into it with a negative connotation, thinking that these niggas ain't shit.
No,
I don't think that's most of them not.
And most women ain't.
I was gonna say, T, how you know these niggas ain't shit?
Hey, most women ain't.
Hold on, listen.
Hey, you know how I know? I'm my brother's keeper. I hang out with half of them.
I go in every situation different.
But it depends on who you hanging out with and what they doing.
I shouldn't even say hanging out with.
Right?
I know a couple of motherfuckers.
Yeah, you gonna know some ain't shit niggas, but you gotta remember, you also gotta look at what
that's
what I'm saying. What they doing with their time.
What I'm hearing is the fact that you have lived experience.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, you can't necessarily have your lived experience discounted by the person you involve yourself with if he thinks that he's supposed, you know what I'm saying? Like you know your children, right? So how is he going to try to, now this is what I'm talking about, where it needs to be where I can drive the wheel and then you can drive the wheel. I'm not trying to always drive. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make that clear. I'm not always trying to drive, but there are going to be circumstances in which I should drive. And that should be okay with my partner.
She passionate.
Right? Yeah. I am passionate. Because this is what I think about a lot. I'm asexual. What else I'm going to do?
But also what I'm hearing is you're a more assertive woman. And that's amazing.
I think I'm an alliance woman.
I can be balanced.
An alliance. I am
Meaning
looking for allies.
Yes. Okay.
And that's not what men want.
That's not my
That's
problem.
what I'm saying. Men, honestly, that's real shit. What I'm saying is men don't want that. I want a woman that makes me feel like she needs me. You want me to do this for us.
And I need to feel valued and needed too.
You get played like that too.
That's fine. But that's up to us. We need to recognize that. But my thing is, as a man, and then as a I don't want to say stud, but as a woman, right? As a masculine woman, and I'm gonna keep it real. One thing that masculine women do, and the first thing that they do that I know is y'all push provider. You dig what I'm saying? On they woman, because y'all know that's what women want.
But like she said though, if my woman come to me and she's stronger at certain things, I'm gonna let her handle that because we're gonna make it better.
But it's the same thing. Like my wife, she'll goddammit handle certain shit that I don't even have to touch. I don't have to worry about that.
Okay,
but that's not still taking a masculine role.
No, we don't want them.
That's what I'm saying.
But
that's what I meant by partnership at the beginning of this conversation.
That's what we saying about a partnership.
But it's not. It's just certain things.
But that's her partnership.
That's her role. She insert when necessary.
You gotta realize the value of women is just as equal to you.
Look, if I'm supervising a team, it's called delegation. It's certain shit that you gonna do. It's certain shit that I'm gonna do. You dig what I'm saying? We're not finna. It's real shit. It's certain things that I'm gonna do. And it's certain things.
Ahead and shut up.
It's certain things that you gonna be good at. It's certain things that I'm gonna be good at.
That's still a partnership.
No, it's not. Partnership is. I told you that's 50-50. This is a partnership.
That's a partnership. You cannot run a business with nobody else.
And that's what I'm saying.
I think 50-50 is some messed up shit anyway. It should be 100
owners or did anything without a team. So if
that's just a cop out. Now we playing semantics when you say it should be 100.
No, it should be 100.
That's not what we're talking about.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Semantics. I'm talking about real shit. Goddammit. I'm talking about real shit.
And I'm talking about real shit the way it should be.
So we both can't pay 100% of everything. You can't pay 100% and I can't pay 100%.
I feel what she said.
It's semantics.
The male or the masculine one should still lead, but at a certain
and it's
point,
not many.
all we're saying
is,
and what you refuse to bend on, but what you don't get is we saying the same shit.
She's not saying the same.
No, me and you.
Right.
When we
that's
say
what I'm
partnership,
saying.
you say no. And when we mean by partnership is not 50-50, we running everything, but what
Words
we mean is
mean things.
Right. But listen, this is what we mean when we say partnership. When we mean partnership, we mean that you respect your wife enough to know that if she comes to you about certain things or if she says certain things, you're gonna listen to her because you know that
value.
Manly you're putting in finance. Look, I understand you might be putting in the 70% of finance, but I'm the leader. When you're gone at work, I'm the leader of the house.
And that's a big deal.
I'm the leader of the house. I got to make sure this is done. This person is taught. This is cooked. This is this. So it's still a partnership. It might not be an equal partnership. You still might have bigger stakes in the partnership, but it's still a partnership because we got to come together. Let's say, for instance, if I was a womanly woman, right? If you go to work and you come home, ain't nothing cooked, ain't no food, ain't shit. I've just been on Instagram.
See, I'm
not mad about
I want to hit it.
You're gonna have a problem.
I'm not worried about that shit. I'm really not. I cook just as much as she do. It's not about.
But as the woman, duty.
Listen, it's not about.
It's just about.
That's what I'm saying.
I said that's part of it, but no, that's not about. Look, my thing is, my wife is my wife. Wife is a much bigger title than partner. I'm not dying for my partner because we're equal in this
Police
shit.
do that.
You dig what I'm saying? Who?
What?
Police do that.
Girl, this outlaw. This facts and law. We ain't talking about the niggas. Look, I'm trying to tell you.
You want to talk about
look. When I tell you, Joe, a wife is the highest title that you can have to a man. Yeah. That's not a partner. I don't give a fuck about my partner's feelings.
Why can they have
no offense,
3 or 4 of them?
but that's not why we in it.
Why can they have 3 or 4 of them?
Wait, you say you
the highest power?
You got a problem.
You got 3 or 4.
You don't know about it.
Okay, so you said you don't care about your partner feeling, but your wife.
That's not what I'm saying.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Look, my partner means we have an equal stake in what we doing.
We do.
It's not about that.
That's
my wife, it's not that. I have to worry about her happiness. I have to make sure she's good.
She don't have to worry about your happiness.
Listen.
A partnership can be 1%.
Listen, y'all. What I'm saying is, your wife has the highest title that you can get out of a man. Real shit. Everything that I do, real talk, is for my wife.
Facts.
That doesn't work that way with a partner. That means we're doing this, that, and the other. She know her job, what she needs to do for me. But I don't think that matters with your relationship.
No, listen. But that's not a partner.
She got to learn what
partner is this new age. Look,
she got to make you
listen. Look. When you have a partner, partner eliminates shit like being submissive. Being able to say,
no. I had a partner that was submissive.
That's what,
like I said,
but that was your partner.
Nobody said that you're the lesser partner. Look,
this is not a partnership.
Okay, listen. Do people not sign business partnerships at 49% and then?
But I'm a majority holder, which means I lead.
Exactly. Nobody's taking that from you, but it's still a partnership. But you're not
in a marriage. It's not my partner. It's my wife. Plain and simple. I'm not bending on it.
All I can say
I'm not
is
bending
that I
on
don't think that it matters your relationship to other partners in your life. I think it more or less matters how your wife has a stake in the relationship on whether or not that is one's partner or not. I don't think that it's your comparison to other relationships in your life. I think it's comparison to the person who you're in the quote-unquote partnership.
Look, I don't know. She lost me. All I'm saying is, in a marriage, you have a husband and a wife.
God,
they're not partners. There's a husband and a wife. You have your titles. They each mean something. Words mean things. I'm big on that.
Okay.
If you go through the definitions, read them. We just went through wifely duties and husbandly duties. Those are two completely different things.
Well, why can't they be a partnership?
Always have
Okay, for instance, let's use you. Partnership, right?
We do.
You say you know how to cook and shit too. Now, your wifely duties. Her wife do this. She's supposed to cook, clean, whatever, all that, right? But on this particular night, she's tired.
crazy.
So you say, you know what, baby? I was off today. I decided to cook and I decided to clean the shit. Is that not a partnership? Partnership can come from either side.
I mean, y'all like
partnership can come from you too.
The reason why partnership is such a big deal nowadays is because women want to be equal with their man. They don't want
to. Most women don't want to be equal. They want to be
stop calling it a partner.
But that's
a partner. It's like I said, you can have a partnership without equal percentages.
Look, listen. Partnership also came along, and I don't want to offend nobody. Partnership came along when they tried to separate marriage and make gay marriage a thing. So then they start calling that a partnership. You dig what I'm saying? That's why I don't go with partnership. It's not what it is. It's a husband and a wife.
Whatever word you want to use for it, it's a companionship. It's two motherfuckers. Let's put it like this, right? It's two motherfuckers that came together that decided to make it work. So in order to make it work, do you agree or not? On any given day, you might have only 20%. She might have to have the rest of the shit.
But that's my wife.
Versa. That's a partnership.
No, that's my wife. That's a marriage. So look, the reason why. So look, if I walk up and introduce, if me and my wife walk up to you,
okay.
I ain't gonna say her name. But
if
we walk up to you and I say, hey, this is my partner, she gonna be like, what, nigga?
Okay.
She gonna look at me sideways.
But look at this example.
But do you take what your wife says into consideration at any given moment?
All the time. I don't have a choice. This is my wife.
As
I said,
when she tell you something, you take it into consideration. When you make that final decision, as you say, okay, so you have to. That's something that we were speaking earlier. So that's a partnership.
No, that's my wife.
This is getting
wife is higher. Look, your partner is when you're in a gay relationship and it's a male and a male or a female and a female. This is my partner. I'm trying to tell you. That's where it comes from. That's when people started saying that. People weren't saying that 10 years ago.
No. But even when it comes down to, I know you like sports and shit, right? So even when it comes down to Mike or whatever, Mike couldn't have did it. Mike, he was cold in the motherfucker, but he couldn't have did it without the rest of the motherfucking Bulls playing their position.
But that's a team.
Right. No, that's a partnership.
No, it's not.
Came in, like you said, they delegated. Motherfuckers decided, you better at the three, you better at the rebound, you better at this, and they came together. That's a partnership. And anything that you get in, it's a partnership.
To make
because
it work.
If you make the wrong decision and pick the wrong
hey, look,
wife,
I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor,
miserable.
Joe. What? I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor.
What we gotta do?
Look, get married. Understand that there's a difference.
We're not arguing with you.
Listen.
We arguing the terminology.
Right, and exactly. The term partnership came around maybe 10, 15 years ago when they were passing laws for gay marriage.
But also
So
back
your
then,
husband,
that's when America
listen,
slapped the fuck out of his wife. So a lot of shit should have had changed.
Call it what you want.
Whatever.
Call it what you want.
but
Your
this is the
husband
issue.
and your wife.
This
It
is
doesn't
the
say
issue.
partnership when you giving vows. It's
can if you
husband
want
and
it.
wife. Yeah, because they like to change
All
shit
right,
and make
then.
it bullshit for their definition. It's husband and wife. We don't walk out and say Mr. and Mrs. and
You know
your
what?
last name and his last name. No,
I can
it's
agree to
his
disagree.
name.
How about that?
Hey, I hate
Come on,
that term.
pound that shit.
That means fuck what
Pound
you
it.
talking about. I think what I think. I never go
What
with
you
you.
said.
How many times I
Hey, what you said? Shake on it.
You gotta be right.
Fuck what you talking about. Fuck what I'm
Hey,
talking
listen,
about.
You a
listen,
motherfucker.
That's
Shit, ain't.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm just here to lay
Can
down.
I just say, you know
I'm
what?
just here to lay down the law.
What works for him, works for him.
Can I just say, we're talking about laws and definitely getting into this reparations space, right? Is that it sounds very much like similar to the people who don't want to call it reparation, but call it restoration.
Why you on this reparation?
Because that's very important.
I ain't calling neither one of the shit.
That's
I'm
important.
calling
That's what I'm
it
saying. This is what it sounds like.
partnership.
Why is it so
Right.
important?
Because you know what we went through when we came here? That when we
I
was
don't know what we went through.
We as
Okay.
women.
I didn't go through.
Okay, understood. You
No,
don't know.
not as women. As
As
not
black
just as
people.
women. I'm talking about black people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you understand the story?
Tell me.
To some
What
degree.
is it?
Okay, I don't have all the specifics, but
Right.
we're talking about us being taken from Africa.
Yeah.
We knew nothing about America. This was a land that was created once we fucking got here.
I was
And
here.
created it.
No,
It was here already.
it was here, the land, but it wasn't named. It wasn't
It
a
was.
corporation.
It had different names.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Native
But
Americans,
it,
Native Americans,
But it
and
wasn't a
Hold
corporation.
on. Native Americans and Native Africans were already here, right? You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
So they also stole us, brought us here, and then also used us to
Build it up.
You did what I'm saying? So
with no money.
You know, hey, shit, we
And
were
we
the
still
money.
getting taxed
We
for
were
it
the
right
money.
now.
Exactly.
We
You know what
were
I'm
the
saying?
money.
Yeah,
So
we-
that's where
we were the
reparations come
currency.
from.
Right.
We was the currency. Now there are other ethnicities that come here and that were promised
Right.
something. The Jews.
And they got it.
The
That's their problem.
Jews had what?
Oh, they get it because they
fuck
don't
me
have
if
to
I'm
feel
wrong.
bad for it.
Some people, the Jews or somebody or whatever, they have what? The jewelry stores, the Chinese.
It hadn't stopped either because
They
you
got the
also
gas
right now you
stations.
have migrants coming in right now that they're giving the world to.
Exactly.
We still need
But what
our-
are they giving
our shit.
us? What are they giving us? And we built this land. We definitely built this land. So we earned something too. That's what reparation is. You owe
so
us. You owe us for what our ancestors did.
So what do you say
What
to the
our
people who
ancestors went
say,
through.
go out here and get it stuff? Why you worrying about reparations and stuff?
I'm not
Go out here
saying
and get
that's
it.
got to be the only focus because we still got to deal with our individual lives, but it is
Yeah.
important as a whole because we are the ones that don't have all. So let me tell you something. White people, maybe so Bill Gates, maybe Donald Trump. How do you think they got that motherfucking money?
How they get it?
From us. From us. We was black people who built their corporations. When Wall Street was happening, when all black people, the Black Wall Street was happening, it was all black people who was buying our commerce. We had to provide some shit, and we was also buying it. They hated that.
Right.
They hated that they burned that shit down.
They bombed it, right?
Yeah, they bombed it. So now what? We're now the consumers. We got to be the consumers. That's why in the educational system, we don't know no motherfucking credit. We learn Western education. We don't know nothing about where the fuck we came from. African, we don't know nothing about the dashikis, the rituals. We don't know nothing about that, and that's why we're struggling as a whole, period, as a culture.
But to be honest, though.
Sorry for hollering.
No.
I'm
You
so sorry
own
for
something,
that.
but to be honest, I wish people really stop saying that because the Africans don't fucking claim us.
No, they don't.
Like,
Let me tell you. Because, okay, not all Africans do that.
I
Some
don't know,
Africans
man.
do, and those the fucked up ones. We all fucked up.
Be like, you ain't from
So
here.
look,
But they have an issue that we have opportunities and they don't. They have to walk miles to even get regular health care and we on welfare. But we on welfare for a reason. They don't want
nobody should
we
be
on
like
welfare for a
back to
reason. They want
somebody.
us comfortable.
I never been
They
to
want
fuck
us
this.
comfortable. Go
So we
ahead.
don't say shit.
So I get it, man. I get it, y'all. You
I
know
get
what
what
I'm
you're
saying?
saying,
Look, we
but-
going into a whole different you
Yeah, but that's important as well.
It's absolutely important. You know what I'm saying? This is one of them things, man. We got a lot that we can keep going on.
Oh
and
man,
keep going on and keep going on.
I just
Look,
like that. That was
I think
yeah,
we
you
need
know,
a part
facts,
two.
he was poking the bear. That's all. He know exactly what we talking about. He was just poking
Oh, so
the
you
bear.
fucking with me?
Yeah, you know, he was poking the bear. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
I'm good at that. You know
that's what
I'm
that's what we
Look
is.
at y'all something else.
That's what we do.
Y'all know what
You know
y'all
I'm
roles are.
saying?
Partnership.
That is my partner. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? That is my partner. That's what I'm saying. It's different. You dig? That's a partner.
What we gonna do? We're gonna
All right, so listen, y'all. Look, we've been here. We've been having a great time. A lot of great conversation. I know we got some good clips. Some of them already out. You dig what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do is start with you, Meika. Tell the people where to find you, what you got going on, and all that good stuff. Hey, listen. And if you're single, you might want to tell them where to find you for real, because Facts of Law Family gonna be on your head.
Well, for me right now, honestly, I'm a lab tech. I'm in nursing school to get my bachelor's in nursing right now. I also do lashes as well. And I do have 2 businesses that I want to speak on because I just want to get it done. I am single. And if you come to me, don't come with no bullshit.
No bullshit.
No bullshit. And I do want a manly man. Don't get me wrong.
She trying to be a wife, not a partner.
I am trying to be a wife.
Not a partner.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't have no nigga that's saying 50-50 as far as finances.
See?
And I'm gonna be honest about that. But thank you for having me. I
don't want a
appreciate
partner.
y'all.
See, she just all the
They tell them how to meet
She don't want a partner.
Yeah, but if I find that man that's just
like that,
morally stimulate me, and usually the men that I really like has a daddy in their life. Have a daddy, and that's something that I have realized. So,
you did.
Yeah, thank you for having me, you guys.
For sure. We appreciate you coming.
Where they gonna reach you at?
Meika.classic, Meika.classic
How to
on
spell
Instagram. Meika. .classic, Meika.classic on Instagram.
I got you. They gonna be looking like, where's he at?
And just tag me in the video.
Yeah, we got you.
Thank you.
All right, T. Tell them where to find you, what you got coming, and all that good stuff.
Man, y'all can reach me at TEE Meeks MEEKS 33 on Instagram, on Facebook Tierra Meeks TIERRA, last name Meeks MEEKS. I don't do all that middle initial name, loving God, Christ, and all that stuff. I got a couple movies out on YouTube. I got interviews out, podcasts out. I'm into all type of stuff. I'm a landlord. You can get at me on Instagram and just ask me whatever you want to know.
Just get it.
Beautiful.
You did. All right. And now Miss Queen AF, go ahead, tell them where to find you.
Of course,
woman.
Listen. Can you just say Queen AF USA, right? I done said what it is in my title. Like, I already know what it's about because I'm coming for them reparations, right? So, all I can say, it's been amazing talking to all of y'all and having like this conversation, because I think that talking on not only reparations but asexuality and what that means and understanding my hurt, right? And how to heal, and you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out where that one is at, you know what I'm saying? But definitely thank y'all for having me in this space, because please tag me, just like, you know what I'm saying, because I need support, so yeah, but thank y'all so much.
Crazy.
Yo, and y'all know what it is. Listen, we appreciate them for coming out, had a great time, and then if you want to follow me, it's your boy Chicago Outlaw, the West Side Legend. CHICAGO UTLAW. The same O in Chicago is the same O in Outlaw. It's only one. And then if you want to follow us, it's the Facts and Law Pod Show. It's a pod show, not a podcast. You need to see this fly. Dig?
Then you also follow us on TikTok, Facts and Law Pod Show, Facebook, Facts and Law Pod Show. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram, Eating with Facts. It's too much for me to spell out.
Man. Yeah, it's all good. You got some underscores and shit in there.
Eating.
Y'all see it.
But y'all know what it is, man. Like, if y'all got a restaurant, a hidden gem restaurant,
your favorite restaurant, whatever,
just let me know. I'll go see if the food is good.
Shit, I might even pull up with them.
On my mama.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is. Y'all love this video. Please hit the like.
Hit the link in this bio.
On my mama.
Follow us. We had a lot to say today.
Leave a comment. I don't care if it's good or bad. Talk that talk.
Because I'm going to talk that shit back.
Okay.
Yo, we just building this thing brick by brick.
That organic shit.
Listen, man, life is good.
I'm trying to tell you.
We're going to catch y'all on the next one.
Peace, bitch ass nigga.
I love it. Listen, I love it.